taking you back to Staples, where the Lakers have had their difficulties as of late. They have dropped their last 2, 4 of their last 6 here at home. 2 straight losses after winning 7 straight. Now look at our Circuit City starting lineups for the visiting Houston Rockets. Eddie Griffin, James Posey, and Yao Ming up front. Cuttino Mobley and Steve Francis in the backcourt. The Lakers with Robert Horry and Rick Fox at the forwards. Samaki Walker for the injured Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher in the backcourt. We do have double coverage on the sidelines tonight. Cheryl Miller being joined by Craig Sager. Let's go to Craig.
Cuttino Mobley says he has changed his philosophy on guarding Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Philadelphia and in the early years in the league, Cuttino said he used to always try to be physical with Kobe. He says now when he tries that, Kobe either pulls up for a 3 or spins 360 for a dunk or pump fakes and draws a foul. He says now what he tries to do is keep him out of the rhythm by A, forcing him away from the basket on one possession, B, forcing him into the middle for double team on another, and whatever he does, he never looks at the scoreboard to see how many points Kobe has. Mark?
All right, Craig. Kobe Bryant did make it at least 40 points in 5 consecutive games, 7 of the past 9, with another 40-plus performance against the Knicks the other night. Allen Houston actually overshadowed Kobe with an incredible 53 points, a career high for Houston as the Knicks beat the Lakers here at Staples on Sunday.
Let's face it, without Shaquille O'Neal, the Lakers are a very mediocre team, and even Kobe Bryant's greatness can't overcome their lack of relative talent when it comes to other NBA teams without O'Neal.
There seemed to be hope up until the last second that Shaq was suddenly going to appear on the floor, but he is hurting, and he is not going to be with him tonight or tomorrow night. He's not making the trip with him after the game.
Lakers play at Utah tomorrow night, then back home for Portland on Friday, first of a 4-game homestand. The officials are Bennett Salvatore, Ken Bauer, Phil Robinson. The Rockets controlling the opening tip. Francis spinning his way. Francis on the follow. And another Houston possession.
Just watch how many boards Steve Francis comes up with on the offensive end during the course of the night. He's always got his nose around the offensive boards.
Rick Fox. Fox played on a switch now by Mobley, has the mismatch. So the Lakers with the first bucket of the night. Steve Francis, who had a career-high 44 points along with 11 assists in the last meeting against the Lakers, 27 in the first game against Los Angeles. Yao Ming putting the move on Samaki Walker and comes up with air. Mobley is back. Bryant. Yes. Kobe Bryant, who was 14 of 31 the other night against New York, came up limping because of a sore right knee. He says it's jumper's knee, the ailment that has plagued Vince Carter these past couple of years. Now forced out by Walker. Shot clock to 2. And I don't think that's what Rudy Tomjanovich has in mind.
Smaller, stronger players have been able to get under Yao like Brian Grant with Miami and push him off his spot, making it, instead of a 10-foot post-up, a 15-foot post-up.
Look, if you're going to play a finesse game with him and let him get into his assortments of hooks or drop steps along the baseline, you have to try and be physical, get this young man out of the spots he's physically. He's still going to add more weight and gain strength.
And the Rockets have missed their first 7 field goal attempts. The foul was called on Yao Ming. A live TNT NBA Thursday Spanish language feed is now available via SAP. Derek Fisher has been shooting very well, coming up short. And back comes Cuttino Mobley. Saw the opening, and that's the first basket for Houston.
It's almost like they forgot he's left-handed. They open up the middle of the floor. He sees the seam and finishes over the top of the rim.
And that's a big play for him. He's been in a funk offensively. To get an easy one early is important.
No funk for Kobe Bryant as he opens up by hitting on his first 2 field goal attempts. Lakers with a 6-2 lead. Posey stripped and then able to recover. They'll check the clock, only 3 on the 24. Question is, with Shaquille O'Neal sideline, of Bryant hits again, what's the proper shot attempt number for Kobe Bryant under these circumstances?
Well, in talking to Phil Jackson, he likes, when he gets to number 30, he thinks that's enough in that area. But the score of the game dictates whether or not you need shot number 31, 32, 33, and 34. If it's a close one down the stretch, that's who's getting the ball.
And also, you look and watch them play the pick and roll as Yao's dropping back off. If they're not going to trap him hard, Bryant's going to be open for open 17-footers the whole night. They got to keep making Yao play pick and roll defense.
Bryant fires and hits again. He's 4 for 4 from the field. The Lakers with a 10-2 lead. The Rockets talking it over.
Jeff, that's almost a replay of the replay. Top of the circle, pick and roll involving Yao, and it's the same thing, a basket for Kobe.
Ready for another light beer?
Yeah. Other light beers have their place. We just don't recommend drinking them. Amstel Light, the beer drinker's light beer.
Chrysler announces the best values in America. Now's the time to get great products like our best-selling minivans, best-selling convertible, and the powerful 300M. Great protection with our fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty. And great deals like up to $3,000 cash allowance or 0% financing. Great products, great warranty, great deals. Add it all up and you'll get the best values in America. Hurry to your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
With today's fashions, if you're going to drink, drink responsibly. 95 calorie Amstel Light.
Log on to SI.com for the latest NBA news, scores, and more from Sports Illustrated.
The NBA on TNT, brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Sign up for America's Choice Family Share Plan. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. By Heineken, it's all about the beer. Heineken. By Adidas Basketball, Forever Sport. And by Chrysler, cars so beautifully designed and brilliantly engineered, you can't help falling in love.
It has been a remarkable run as of late for Kobe Bryant, including that 51-point game last week against Denver, and he has opened up by hitting 4 for 4 and all from the perimeter.
Yeah, in the first 4 minutes, he showed us a little back to the basket, turn away, fade away jumper, then using one dribble off the pick and roll, he hits it. Using 2 dribbles off the pick and roll, he hits it. And then another variety, set a screen, step out, and one more jumper off the dribble for Kobe Bryant. All 4 shots, all 4 baskets.
Meanwhile, the Rockets struggling. They've hit only 1 of 10 from the field. So the Lakers have a 10-2 lead. 4 minutes gone by. A TNT special from Staples in Los Angeles. Yao Ming. Nice move by Yao for his first field goal.
That was great footwork. He showed a shot fake, took a dribble, spun, nice little play, and got Walker off his body.
But he still made a shot, Jeff, where he wasn't on balance. That was an awkward shot attempt that happened to go down for him.
Here's Fox. His 3-point attempt was blocked. Mobley. Actually, Cuttino Mobley's been having his difficulties as of late. Eddie Griffin able to convert. In the last 5 games, Mobley shooting only 36% from the field. His shooting down from a year ago.
There was a subtle little thing that Yao did just then. When he chased the rebound back down, as we see Robert Horry take a give-and-go pass to the basket. As he chased that rebound down, he was going to kick it out long to Mobley. And at the last second, he saw Griffin cut in the lane and dropped it off to Griffin on a short little inside pass. He has a great feel for the game.
Yao is 1 of 4. Bryant again.
Hey, if you're going to forget about somebody in transition for Houston, please don't let it be Kobe Bryant. I mean, forget about the other 4. Play everyone on Bryant if you have to.
Well, Rudy T was saying one of their strengths this year, and he mentioned a number of different areas that they really improved in. Shot blocking, rebounding, but transition defense he felt was a big plus for them and a point of emphasis against the Lakers.
Crowd wanted a travel call on Francis. Horrible shooting here at the start by Houston. Just 3 of 15. Now Kobe backing his way and gives it up. Fox being played by Posey.
Yeah, was smart enough to pull his hand back. He was going after it. He knew it would have been goaltending, so he let the ball roll on its own out of the rim and did not touch it.
Griffin. Yao gets to it. Off the double. Foul is called. Yao took a shot across the wrist. Foul on Samaki Walker.
Yeah, he took a shot across the wrist, and Samaki took a loosening of the lower teeth in his jaw that time as Yao swung in there. You watch when he spins in, watch those elbows right in that area. Elbow, upper arm area, catch Samaki. That's going to happen when there's that much of a size advantage between the two.
I like that. I like that aggressiveness. Don't let everybody bully you.
And as Yao looks to make his move, Samaki Walker did not want to give up ground, and he's called for a second.
Well, if I saw this Houston team play a week ago against Miami, this is his 6th. I'm talking about Yao right now. You see him holding him up there. That's football. You can't do that. This is the 6th touch already in the first quarter for Yao. He may not have gotten that many touches the entire half against Miami the other night.
Robert Horry switching off. Deflected it out of bounds.
Well, the hardest thing to do in basketball is incorporate 3 scorers. So they have Francis, they had Mobley before, and now they've added Yao. It's very difficult to get all 3 guys the amount of touches needed to produce efficiently on a consistent basis.
Shot clock to 4. Mobley, yes.
That's kind of like having Patrick Ewing, Sprewell, and Ewing. Houston, and Sprewell and Ewing, you have to incorporate somebody, and somebody gets left out.
And Kobe Bryant missing on his first. He is 5 for 6 from the field.
You used to leave out who, Ewing with that group?
They all thought they were left out.
Nice play. Francis taking the handoff from Yao Ming.
See, that's the advantage of throwing the ball in the post. You can get easy baskets. Francis enters, baseline cut. Yao's a very good passer, gave it back to him. Easy layup.
First field goal for Steve Francis. Lakers up by 4. Fisher. And that won't count. Hit by Francis.
You can really see the half-court offensive execution of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the best that I've seen them run their patterns, run their stuff, particularly without Shaq being in there. They've gotten much, much sharper over the last couple weeks, and obviously that's been part of the reason why they went on that little winning surge, along with Shaq becoming in better shape and Kobe being on the tremendous run that he's been on. But their execution right now offensively is much sharper.
And Slava Medvedenko has just checked in, replacing Samaki Walker. He picked up 2 fouls, so the matchup now is Medvedenko and Yao Ming. Medvedenko goes 6'10", about 250. Now after the ball fake, trying to get inside. Off the save, Griffin able to put it down.
Robert Horry, you've been around too long. You never save the ball underneath the other team's basket. Eat it, jump out of bounds, give it back to him out of bounds, or throw the thing all the way in the backcourt.
And Bryant is fouled, blocked by Mobley. So the Rockets with their 3rd Team foul. 4 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Lakers with a 14-12 lead. A sizzling start for Kobe Bryant. 5 of 6 from the field. And now Phil Jackson calls for time. The Lakers started the season 11-19. Since then, they've won 15 of 21 as they battle for that 8th and final playoff spot. Coming into tonight, a game behind the Houston Rockets.
There are 7 deadly sins. This is beginning.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey. 7. Sunday night at 8 on TNT. We know drama.
Chrysler announces the best values in America. Now's the time to get great products like our best-selling minivans, best-selling convertible, and the powerful 300M. Great protection with our fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty. And great deals like up to $3,000 cash allowance or 0% financing. Great products, great warranty, great deals. Add it all up and you'll get the best values in America. Hurry to your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
SOB on the planet, the biggest star in Hollywood, the man who revolutionized sports entertainment. It's the most anticipated return in pay-per-view history. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
WWE No Way Out, presented by Starburst Sours, live February 23rd on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
When you gotta have sports, DirecTV puts you on track, on court, on field, and on top of all the best action with Sports Pack. With specialty networks like NBA TV, Fox Sports World, the Golf Channel, the Outdoor Channel, and over 20 regional sports networks from around the country, you'll always be in the game with Sports Pack. Visit DirecTV.com or call 1-800-DIRECTV and order today.
The numbers on Yao with the first 8 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field. 3 rebounds. Been a rich tradition at the center position for the Rockets going back to 1968. The Big E, Elvin Hayes, first overall pick of the San Diego Rockets. Moses Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon, and now Yao Ming. Moses, 1979, 1982 MVP with the Rockets. Hakeem, the center on the 94 and 95 NBA championship teams in Houston. And there's Yao, the first overall pick in the draft this past season. First ever #1 pick to come from an international basketball league. Bryant going glass. So Kobe with 12 points. He's 6 of 8 from the field.
You know, you just did that little special thing on centers, Mark. You kind of passed that over quickly. Think about that. That is mind-boggling that the franchise could have that many great players in the center position.
What do you mean? Passed it over. That is a complete direct shot at the production staff.
It's not a shot at the staff.
We had to coordinate the footage with Fisher off the mark. Passed it over.
I mean, I think they did a great job, but we just kind of didn't make a whole lot out of it. You said it, and Jeff sat there normal, didn't say anything, and we just kind of went by it.
Mobley is hit by Medvedenko.
How did I get involved after he gives a shot at the production staff that he has to throw a bar my way? I don't understand where I figured into that equation.
I'm trying to think of another franchise that has had 3. Let's just try and pick 3.
How about the Lakers?
How about the Lakers?
Great centers. All right, let's
start with George.
How about Mikan?
Okay.
How about Jabbar?
Okay. How about Chamberlain?
How about Shaq?
Well, there's 4.
How about Medvedenko?
That's 4. Okay, 4. I'll give you 4. All right, there's 2 organizations. How about some jerseys? Talking about those guys. Not bad. But that's incredible. That it's so hard to find quality centers. And these two franchises have had 4 great ones each.
Fisher out of control, but regains and gets it out to Fox.
Those plays are difference makers. I hope he knocks that down. He deserved it. And Francis bailed out of there on that loose ball. You got to have your best player put his face on the floor, get the loose ball.
Didn't we see that happen in Detroit, Boston series, and who wound up going to the hospital? Remember that? Was it Adrian Dantley that got knocked out cold going after two of the players hit heads against each other? Adrian Dantley was unconscious, took him to the hospital because both guys went down on the floor at the same time.
Rockets firing away from downtown, not able to hit. Here's Ori taking it at Yao, changed his mind, and it got away. 2.5 remaining in the first. Lakers up by 2.
Now there's nothing better than seeing a player go on the floor after a ball. You have a player who reaches down for it and doesn't get on the ground. He's going to get hurt. The other guy's going to come up with the ball.
Posey not able to handle that pass thrown by Griffin. James Posey acquired earlier this season in that 3-way deal involving Denver and Philadelphia. Kenny Thomas going to the Sixers. Rockets felt Thomas would not accept a reduced role, particularly in a contract year, and made the trade. Posey has been in the starting lineup these days. Nice pass, but Medvedenko blocked, and Medvedenko on the follow. Lakers 18 and the Rockets 14. Rockets within 4 despite the fact that just 7 of 22 from the field. The steal by Fisher. No one in sight. Derek Fisher very aggressive defensively here in the first quarter.
They were running a little pin down action to bring Yao up. Fisher sensed it, jumped in the passing lane. Easy basket.
Francis with the step, and he is fouled.
Sometimes when you smell it out, instead of going away, you see Fisher double back all of a sudden, anticipating after his man went by Yao that maybe that's where the pass is going. His guess was right. The result's 2 easy points for the Lakers.
Mark Matson hears it from the crowd as he checks in. Kevin George will come on. George played well Sunday night against the Knicks. And Yao Ming will sit down. Kelvin Cato has come on for the first time, as has Maurice Taylor. Taylor's played well in the 2 previous games against the Lakers. Shot clock to 5. Francis played well by Fisher. And Cato had it knocked away by Matson. So the Rockets maintain possession.
Marv, Cato's had an underrated year. He's only averaging around 17 minutes, but he's averaging 6.5 rebounds a game. He's also a very, very good shot blocker. A good compliment to Yao.
Jeff, they paid him a lot of money to be the starting center before they knew that they were getting Yao. So now you've got a guy occupying a lot of money space there, cap space, and he's the backup guy coming off the bench.
And away from the ball, a foul is called on the Lakers, so they are now over the limit. It's on Matson, with Shaquille O'Neal sidelined by injuries. Phil Jackson using most of his roster, used the entire roster, all 11 players who were available on Sunday night. So Kelvin Cato, who has had his problems at the foul line, will shoot a couple. Cato 59% free throw shooter. Reminder, Thursday night on TNT, it's our exclusive NBA doubleheader, the Pacers and the Nets. In a good one, a battle to see who rules the East, while out west, living in Sacramento, it's the Kings hosting the Boston Celtics. All the coverage beginning 7 o'clock Eastern time. And Friday night on ESPN, it's the Rockets and the Mavericks. And the Bucks take on the Sonics. Matson taking it from Ori, could not find the shot and knocked out of bounds by the Rockets.
We saw Houston pay a little more attention to Kobe coming off the screen that time by double teaming him, forcing Kobe to give the basketball up.
And Rudy said to us before the game, they don't like the double team, but Kobe is the exception. I would double him in the post, I would double him on the pick and rolls, and I would double him in his isolation.
Bryant coming up short. Matson is there. It counts. And the foul. Foul committed by Kelvin Cato.
Well, we've seen the small things, hustle plays, paying off for the Lakers thus far. We saw Derek Fisher dive across the floor 10 or 15 feet. We see Matson sneaking in, draw the contact, finish the play off, and now he goes to the foul line. Mark Matson, high energy off the bench for the Lakers.
Matson at the line, only 5 of 16 this season. That's 31%. But completes the three-point play. Lakers with a 9-point advantage, down to 40 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. 7-0 run by Los Angeles. Francis able to penetrate heads. So the Lakers now lead by 7. Bryant is fouled by Mobley.
He got fouled. That was the ugliest jump shot we've seen Kobe shoot in a long, long time. As he elevates, we see right there on the forearm, that's why the ball winds up being about 6 inches short of the rim.
Kobe at 83% at the line. Comes in averaging 29.8. Coming on fast with Tracy McGrady still leading the NBA in scoring.
We probably should have mentioned that the reason Kobe elevated and shot that one that quickly, he's hoping that they can still get one more shot back at the other end of the floor.
Not they, him.
Him, that's right. He wants to get that one and he wants to get the next one.
And it should be with the team he's playing with. He should get a lot of field goal attempts.
Kobe with 14 of the Lakers' 25 points. He's 6 of 9 from the field. 3-second differential between the game clock and shot clock.
Lakers hoping they get a shot up, meaning Houston gets one up early here, so they have 6 or 7 seconds to go.
All right, Kevin George with the quarter running down. George with a runner. Good play, though, by Devin George. Not able to hit, but that's the end of the first. And they're on their feet here in Los Angeles. Led by Kobe Bryant. It's the Lakers 25 and the Rockets 16. Lakers trying to stop the losing streak at 2. Rockets struggling recently. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games.
Chrysler announces the best values in America. Now's the time to get great products like our best-selling minivans, best-selling convertible, and the powerful 300M. Great protection with our fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty. And great deals like up to $3,000 cash allowance or 0% financing. Great products, great warranty, great deals. Add it all up and you'll get the best values in America. Hurry to your Chrysler dealer or visit Chrysler.com.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Making the best wireless network better never goes out of style. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Word has it someone here's trying to make a collect call. Just dial in the center at 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them. What do you say you and I giddy up out of here and go hit a disco? Or not.
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Let's go. Check ball.
Check ball.
Check up. Check.
Check. Come on, baby.
Hey, check. Check it out. There you go. 0-0.
1-zip.
2-0.
Check ball. Check ball.
1-2.
5-5. 7, baby.
8-6. 8-7. 9-8. 10. Hold on.
10-8.
Check up your ball. Ball up.
This is game.
Come on, check up. Game point. Bring. Come on. Let's game point. That's game.
Nah, yo, best of 5.
Let's go then.
Now available. The Ultimate Athletes will take you on the ultimate ride at the X Games with ESPN's Ultimate X DVD featuring all new bone-crushing extras, including up-close profiles, trick breakouts, and medal moments.
The only degree I have is anger management.
ESPN's Ultimate X.
This guy's crazy.
Featuring music by P.O.D., Incubus, Third Strike, Pennywise, and OPM.
Hardcore.
Own it today on DVD and video. Rated PG.
Bring it.
You're going down, little man. You make a collect call, just dial in the center. 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them. That's all you got.
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
This weekend, all the drama is on TNT. Friday night at 8, go on the beat with Steven Seagal in Out for Justice. Saturday night at 8, fasten your seatbelts for Nicolas Cage and Angelina Jolie in the network television premiere, Gone in 60 Seconds. And Sunday night at 8, confess your sins with Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow in 7. Friday night, Out for Justice. Saturday night, Gone in 60 Seconds. And Sunday night, 7. All the drama all this weekend is on TNT.
Welcome back to the City of Angels. Gorgeous night in L.A. You disagree, Czar?
No, that's all we hear.
No. And among those on hand this evening is Penny Marshall, Andy Garcia, Tiger Woods, and of course, Shaq, who I saw the other night trying to put the hex on Allen Houston. That did not work as Allen lit it up for 53 points. Jack working on a movie in town, but said he would finish up in time to make it here tonight.
Jeff, you said the two best players on the court were going to be Kobe Bryant and Steve Francis. I believe you said that to start the game out. Well, you were half right. Kobe Bryant with 14 points. Steve Francis, tough start. 1 for 7, just 2 points.
Glenn Rice has checked in as Maurice Taylor is able to hit. Glenn Rice activated for tonight's game. He's been on the injured list with a strained left shoulder. He's been out since mid-January. Glenn, a one-time Los Angeles Laker. And pass. And here comes Francis putting the move on George. Fires it up for Kelvin Cato.
Those are the first 2 points in transition for the Rockets, and immediately Phil Jackson stands up, calls a 20-second timeout. He wants to talk things over. Something right there he did not like in what he saw initially. Francis throwing the ball up in the air, knowing his big man is on the other side of the rim to catch and finish. Cato with the following dunk.
So I wasn't half right. The two best players on the court to date are Kobe Bryant and Steve Francis. But see, you're getting just so locked in to scoring points that you're forgetting all that Francis does. Rebounding, passing. It's a second lob pass. Easy baskets he creates, even when he's not shooting well. And remember, Czar, the game is 48 minutes long. Stevie franchise has a long time to get it cranked up.
You've immediately made it sound as if I don't like Steve Francis.
It's a Czar tactic used on others.
You deny off the air, you were just saying how disappointed you were in Steve Francis' play?
That's not right.
Here's Kevin George. And one-handed by Maurice Taylor. We're early in the second. Marv Albert with the Czar, Mike Fratello, Jeff Van Gundy, Darryl Miller, Craig Sager. Hawkins, who just checked in, is able to hit. Joaquin Hawkins, the rookie from Long Beach State. We mentioned Glenn Rice checked in for the first time after coming off the injured list. For more on Rice, let's go to Craig.
Well, Marv, during those games that Glenn Rice was out, the Rockets were 7-9. He's known, of course, for his great shooting ability. But Rudy Tomjanovich says this is the second youngest team in the league, and Glenn Rice is the one that gives him stability in close situations. He also has a tremendous rapport with Yao Ming. Yao Ming, of course, being a good passer in the post, likes to hit Glenn Rice outside.
Glenn Rice has had an injury-hit career, missed 62 games last year because of a torn right patella tendon. Fisher, yes, and the foul.
There again, Fisher beat the Rockets to the loose ball. They avoided contact, and then he brought it down, hit the pull-up, and again, Houston, the second time they fouled a jump shooter, the cardinal sin of defense.
Derek Fisher, 10 of 17, 21 points the other night against the Knicks, having his best year offensively, shooting at 45%. He's 38 from downtown. Kept alive by Matson. Collision between Rice and Matson, but no call made. Crowd reacting. Bryant now played by Francis. Yes! Kobe Bryant from downtown. And Kobe with 19 points, 8 of 11 from the floor.
The ball just looks good coming out of his hands tonight. Some night you see the rotation on the ball when it comes out of his hands, and you know you're in for a long night if you're the defensive guy. Well, tonight, from the beginning, you know it's one of those nights.
And the foul is called on Walker. That's his third.
And despite Rudy T's game plan of not double teaming, I think now is the time. Make others, particularly other than Fisher, shoot the ball right now. Wing isolation, double, post double, whatever. Pick and roll, you got to double him, get the ball out of his hands.
Because I think if Kobe goes for another 50-point game, Jeff, then it gives the Lakers a chance to win. If you hold this guy down somewhat, you know, give him, he's at 19 already, so keep him in that 30-point area, then you've got a good chance to win the game against him if your guys come through and score like they're capable of scoring.
Samaki Walker sitting down, so the Lakers have Horry, Matson, and George up front, and Maurice Taylor, who has hurt the Lakers this season, is able to hit again. That's his second field goal. Lakers up by 8. We played 3 minutes of the second. Bryant eluding Taylor. Now Bryant being guarded by Hawkins. Got picked off by Matson. Rudy Tomjanovich was very upset that there was no foul call. Evan George with the steal. And here's George. George with the rebound. And they have the new shot clock. Bryant eludes the double. Rebounded by Hawkins, in trouble, and fouled by Horry.
Game has gotten very physical inside under the basket. The next thing you see is the Lakers are out of the triangle offense. The offense is Kobe and screens and pick and rolls they get. Devin George coming from behind, punches it loose. Now we see double team down on the baseline as Hawkins is trying to make his move. You'll see the little shove. There is no more. In the old days, you could give the ball back to the guy. Now you have to call a foul.
Timeout taken, 3.5 gone by in the second.
Sunday.
What's my name?
He's not just a cop. He's the man.
You're damn right.
Samuel L. Jackson. Shaft, 8 Eastern Sunday night on TBS Superstation.
I told you she had a boyfriend.
The Hyundai Tiburon with America's best warranty. When you can be counted on, you win.
Like to play games with your phone? Now do it in style with the brand new full-color LG VX 4400, exclusively from Verizon Wireless. Whether it's soccer, golf, bowling, or puzzle games, this sleek, compact phone lets you enjoy them all in vibrant color. And for a limited time, it's only $99.99 with trade-in rebate. Just what you'd expect from the nation's largest and most reliable wireless network provider. Good. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Hey. Just went to Circuit City. Pretty big, huh?
Yeah, it's big,
But what?
well, there's just a little extra space all the way around.
Well, we could always go bigger.
We can go bigger.
You can bring it back. We welcome returns and exchanges with no surprise charges like restocking fees. Circuit City, we're with you.
Honey, it's big enough.
I can still see the light.
From the network that knows drama.
A little trick I learned in the car thief retirement home. Could you hold this?
Nicolas Cage, Angelina Jolie. Gone in 60 seconds. Saturday night at 8, only on TNT.
Kobe Bryant off to a sizzling start, 8 of 13 19 points. It was last week at the Pepsi Center in Denver. He set an arena record there by scoring a then NBA season-high 51-point. Did it in only 31 minutes as the Lakers extended their season-high win streak to 7 games by beating the Nuggets. Bryant, at the time, became the first player to reach 50 since Tracy McGrady of the Magic accomplished that feat against the Wizards last March. And then Sunday here in LA, Allen Houston with the 53, which is now an NBA season high. Nice touch. Once again, it's Maurice Taylor.
Maurice Taylor's a very skilled offensive player who spaces the floor well, can make 18 to 20-foot jump shots. What he doesn't do is rebound the ball, but he shoots it as well as any power forward in the league.
Taylor now 3 of 3 from the field. Moochie Norris has checked in for the first time for the Rockets. Shot clock down to 5. Bryant, after the fast start, the Kobe shot has been off. Here's Norris. Hawkins. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor being played by Ori. Oh, nice pass, and Hawkins able to put it down.
Well, Hawkins, as you know, is a much-traveled player, has bounced around from place to place. One of the reasons why Rudy T loves to keep a guy like this on the team, he feels they have a sense of how hard it is to make it. They've gone through a lot of tough times to try and make the NBA, and he thinks it gives a special something. He said he's always tried to keep that type of guy on his roster. It adds a little special dimension to the team that he thinks is very special for team chemistry.
Yes, Joaquin Hawkins played in the USBL, the CBA. He's played for the Harlem Globetrotters. Played in Taiwan. He's played in China and Japan. Kobe Bryant called for that foul as his first. Lakers up by 4.
And it'll be interesting, Marv. Bryant goes to the bench. They're up 4. What is the score when he comes back in?
Kelvin Cato brings the Rockets within 2. Now, Houston has not been a good road club, despite the record of 27 and 24, only 8 of 15 on the road. They've won only 4 of their last 14 on the road. Matson taking the nice pass from the rookie Kareem Rush, who came on to Kobe Bryant. So the Lakers with a 34-30 lead. That stopped an 8-0 run by Houston. Brian Shaw has also checked in for the Lakers. Brian Shaw did not play the first 3 quarters on Sunday night against New York. Here's Rice. Rebounded by Ori. Then Shaw came on in the 4th quarter and lit it up. Hit 5 3-pointers. Rush. And Ori gets the new 24. George eluding Rice. Ori. Matson with the tip. Kept alive. This is a Laker team without Kobe Bryant, without Shaquille O'Neal. Shaw rejected by Cato. Nice play. And then Cato able to put it off the leg of Shaw.
Actually, Brian Shaw has come off the bench a number of times for the Lakers this season and given them points in a spurt. Here he thinks he may get a look at it. Unfortunately, he forgets that there is a guy named Cato in front of him who decides he's not going to give him a look at the basket.
Timeout with 5:44 remaining in the first half. A look down Rodeo Drive here in Los Angeles.
I was raised up to be a gunfighter by a family of gunfighters.
Critics are raving about Dark Blue.
Your job is not to think, it is to follow orders.
Us Weekly calls it the first great movie of 2003.
It's a hell of a job, isn't it?
Premiere Magazine says it's LA Confidential meets Training Day.
I'm taking you down. Do you know what you're doing? Declaring war.
Kurt Russell is electrifying. He takes his career to a whole new level.
This city's here because I built with bullets.
Dark Blue, rated R, starts Friday.
How many cars?
Having trouble sleeping? Well, you're not alone. Nearly 70 million of us Americans can't get enough sleep. And no wonder with all the stress today. Now there's a natural way to get the rest you need. It's called the Nautilus Sleep System. Nautilus's unique air chamber design allows you to personalize your comfort every night, just by inflating or deflating the pressure. And your spouse is going to love this bed too. because the dual zones allowed them to control their own comfort. You got to call this toll-free number now to get a free video that tells you all about it. Now you can get one of these great mattresses for as little as $25 a month. And Nautilus lets you actually sleep on the bed for 90 nights to make sure you really love it. Hey, a better mattress means better rest, naturally. Call now for your free video or visit them online at greatsleep.com and start getting the natural sleep you need.
The NBA on TNT, brought to you by Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. And by Circuit City. We know how you feel. That's why we're here. Circuit City. We're you.
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. Time for the NBA.com question of the night. If the Lakers do make the playoffs, by the way, one of these teams is going to have to go. Maybe you think the Lakers won't make the playoffs. But how about Houston, Minnesota, Utah, Phoenix? Who's not going to make it out of that Western Conference bunch? Sounds like rich fodder for the gang out there at Staples Center. What do you think, fellas?
Ernie, we always love that rich fodder. Czar's looking at me strangely.
No, because you and your guy Jeff Van Gundy ganged up on me last time, double teamed me, made up some stuff that was never said about Steve Francis. I understand what's going on tonight. My turn will come.
Yao Ming is back on the floor after sitting for 7 minutes. Here's Norris getting the step. Ori with the rebound. He thought he was fouled. And has some words for the official, Ken Maurer. Rick Fox is back, so Fox, Ori, and Matson up front. Shaw and Rush at the guards. Shaw able to recover, and then knocked out of his hand, so the Lakers have 7 on the shot clock. Rockets getting their production from their bench. 14 points from their bench in this first half. The steal by Mobley. And Mobley will go to the line.
I think the entire bench, meaning coaching staff and players, trying to figure out for the Lakers, who was that pass going to? It was in between 2 or 3 different guys, and the only one who knew it was Mobley, who stepped in and picked it off.
Foul on Rush. Rockets having their problems at the line. They're 0 for 4 at the line. In their last game, Friday night at home, a loss to Miami, only 26 of 40 at the foul line. They shot just 33% from the field. Now, this is a Houston team that has lost 4 of the last 5. They've lost 9 of their last 13 over that stretch. That includes losses to Miami and also to Cleveland. One win in that run in the 4 of 5 losses was at Utah by 30 points after losing at home to the Jazz in overtime.
Well, as Rudy T mentioned to us, some of the wins and losses have been very difficult for them to explain this year, and that comes with a young basketball team, and that's why he felt the return of Glenn Rice was so important, because, as you mentioned, Mark, losses to Cleveland and to Miami just shouldn't happen. As Yao blocks the shot going to the basket. Those are wins that they should be putting in the bank on their way to a playoff berth.
Now Norris pushing it. Taylor's had the hot hand. They double up on Taylor. Fox switching off to Norris. And Yao being played by the double. Fox broke it up. Last touch by the Lakers. Houston with 3 on the shot clock. 22nd timeout called by Rudy Tomjanovich.
You saw the Lakers change up a little bit right there. Rick Fox came down that time and double-teamed Yao, and what Phil Jackson will do is he'll periodically allow the players to go on their own, maybe once, maybe twice. They don't do it as a steady diet unless someone is really putting a hurting on them. They feel they have to get the ball in their hands.
And Ruchi Norris being a small guard, not a great three-point shooter. They're going to gamble off of him and make him take the shot. Earlier, he had a chance to reverse the ball to Glenn Rice. He held on to a count looking for his own offense. That ball has got to swing immediately to one of the great three-point shooters of all time in Glenn Rice.
Reminder coming up on the Verizon Wireless halftime report. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley back at the studio. It's a TNT special this evening. Lakers with a 34-32 lead on on the Rockets. For those of you who may have just tuned in, Shaquille O'Neal sidelined for a second straight game because of a sore left knee and a sore right big toe. Will not make the trip for the game in Utah tomorrow night. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, what a play as Brian Shaw got caught. Moochie Norris deflected it off Shaw and was able to score.
Yeah, Brian Shaw just had something to say to Moochie as he came down the floor. A little something like, I can't tell you what he said to him, okay?
Kobe Bryant is back in, able to spin his way, then try to feed back. And the Rockets are on it. The game tied at 34, just under 4 remaining in the first half. Here's Rice. Norris with the rebound. Norris with the bucket. As Medvedenko missed time, Norris was able to get to it. He sparked the Rockets to a 2-point lead. Ori from Medvedenko. And last touch by Houston.
You see the effect of Yao just being there. Medvedenko short-armed it, never got the ball up either on the backboard or inside the rim, and misses an easy layup.
And it shows without O'Neal in there how much more double teaming you can do on Bryant, because now they're willing to play 2-on-1. Ori and Medvedenko against Yao and take their chances.
It's a 14-2 run by the Rockets, and the foul is called. Taylor looking for the steal.
Go back a couple of seconds ago when Houston had the ball out of bounds under their own basket. This is an out-of-bounds play, but you see Brian Shaw turns his back. Too late, bounce it off, step back in. An old playground play that, Marv, you used that many times. Mookie saying to Brian Shaw, I got you, veteran guy, I got you.
Well, Brian Shaw's upset, but he got caught. And it's in the books, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with what he did. All right, here's Bryant. You agree?
Well, nobody said there was anything.
No,
you try to make like there's a fight between Brian Shaw and...
No, you're getting it. You're trying to rev it up. Well, Kobe has missed his last 4. We're coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Yao. And the foul is called as Fisher and Mobley got involved. And Medvedenko also got a piece of it, and Slava Medvedenko called for the foul.
And Marv, Kobe's missing his shots, but more importantly, they didn't score when he was on the bench. They need to find somebody else if Houston's going to double the entire night now against Bryant, who can make plays and make shots.
Steve Francis has been quiet, gets it down low to Yao. And Yao Ming with a very high percentage maneuver and draws the foul. 6 points for Yao, and he heads to the line.
Watch him catch this with one hand now in traffic. He has very, very good hands. You see 2 Lakers surrounding him. He gathers himself and then finishes with the dunk as he's fouled right there.
Foul picked up by Matson. So the Rockets have taken command. They lead by 4.
And Marv, we said that without Shaq here, Rudy T normally wants to get the ball or touches in Yao's hands 30 times a game. Right now, with about 3 minutes remaining here, he has 15 touches in that post-up area.
The Lakers, without Shaquille O'Neal in the lineup, have won only 3 and lost 10. Remember, he missed the first 12 games of the season recovering from the toe surgery. Ori gets the roll. The Rockets now lead by 3.
And Marv, I'm surprised they've won 3 without O'Neal. I just don't think they have enough offense when either Bryant or O'Neal aren't playing to win against good teams in this league. I think they're well coached, but they just don't have enough.
Well, that field goal just a moment ago for the Lakers, only their second the last 7 minutes. Meanwhile, Yao Ming at the other end with the bucket, and he was fouled.
The Hyundai Sonata, with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you go your own way, you win.
From early mornings to late nights, from the store around the corner to business around the country, your whole family can count on the best wireless network in the nation, Verizon Wireless. Get the America's Choice National Family Share Plan and share unlimited night and weekend minutes on up to 4 separate lines. Hurry and buy an LG phone for $49.99 after rebate. Plus, now get unlimited text messaging for only $2.99 monthly access. So no one's ever out of the loop. Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Max, you're killing me. Hey, everybody jamming. Hey, man. She jamming, and they jamming too. Can a brother get a Bud Light, man?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
Drama this intense. This man disgraced me. Can only be found on TNT.
Bobby's children watched Richie kill their father.
Don't miss Out for Justice. Friday night at 8 on TNT. We know drama.
Back in Los Angeles, a look at tonight's Bud Light headlines. First of all, how about the Detroit Pistons showing no signs of being tired after win on Sunday against Cleveland. They turned right around and crushed Miami for the 9th win in 11 games. Last night, 93-62, and Detroit now 36-16, third place in the East.
About the Spurs, 9-game road trip, go 8-1 on the 9-game road trip. Tremendous.
And how about the sucking up to Michael Jordan by TNT, putting his birthday on there. Do we celebrate everybody's birthday here on TNT? Come on.
That's an angry person.
Come on. I've taken too many beatings to celebrate a birthday.
That's an angry person. You probably didn't get invited to the birthday party.
Rick Fox called for the foul. His first. Jeff lashing out because he knows when he's back on the coaching lines next season,
he won't be there.
The 23 can do no further damage on the court.
He's had a huge impact on my psyche in a negative way.
Yes.
Usually I saw that look after he just dunked on somebody.
You can get that. You can get your copy autograph on Michael next time you see him.
We're very
sign it for you.
I love him as a competitor. He figured it out long before most players. All the facets that went into winning. Working the referees, working the opponents, working opposing coaches. He had it all figured out.
Now you give him no credit then for any work ethic.
Oh no, he had it all
God-given ability. No, you gave
working hard, developing a game, knowing how to involve his teammates.
And last touch by the Rockets. Yao getting a piece of it. He's still a better guy.
I can't wait till we come back here in April, Marv. I think it's Phil Jackson's birthday in April.
Phil was asking for Jeff earlier.
Too bad you missed the meeting.
2:07 remaining in the first half. And the Rockets have a 4-point lead. Shot clock down to 4. Fox passing on the 3. Hits the 2.
And that's been the difference for the Lakers' resurgence. People that were not making shots early in the year. Rick Fox, Fisher out in front. Those Robert Horry, they were not making shots early in the year when Shaq was missing them. When Shaq got back and he got in better shape, they seemed to get in much better shape. They started making shots.
Francis trying to pull it back. Fisher stays with him. Rice just did get it off in time and knocked out of bounds by Rice.
And I'll tell you the other thing it shows, if you're going to double team Kobe Bryant at the three-point line, just like Houston did, it shows you how much they fear his one-on-one ability. Very often, or very rarely, do you see someone double team that far from the basket.
Bryant, Fox is open for 3. So Rick Fox feeling it. 7 points for Fox. 3 of 5 from the field. The Lakers up by 1.
I think Rick Fox either hurt his ankle or hurt his leg because he's limping coming down the floor also.
Under a minute remaining. First half. Horry with a pull-up. Horry with the rebound. Taylor Able to get to it as Yao hit the floor.
Morey with a bad decision.
Yes.
With a shot on his back. Houston's got an opportunity now to get a shot up quickly and then also get the last shot back again.
Yao getting position. Matson stepped aside. Was hoping that Yao would be looking for a body and go flying, but he did not. 9 points now for Yao Ming. Under 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Rockets lead by 1. And now Steve Francis defending on Kobe Bryant. Works the clock down. 5 on the 24. Morey for 3. Final seconds of the half. Here's Mobley. Halftime here at Staples in Los Angeles. The Houston Rockets 42 and the Los Angeles Lakers 41. Kobe Bryant tailed off in the second quarter, but he's the high point man with 19 on 8 of 15 from the field. Cuttino Mobley playing a major role in the Rocket turnaround. Mobley with 8 points. Let's go to Craig with Cuttino.
Layup. Well, Cuttino, first of all, Kobe starts out 5 for 5. Then you guys must have done something differently because he was 3 for 10. What'd you do defensively?
No, we just, we forgot our assignment in the beginning. When he catches the ball, we're supposed to run at him hard, because Shaq's not here, so Kobe's going to take on more of the pressure. When Shaq's here, Kobe kind of, he's kind of more lackadaisical, and it's all good because that's how we are with Yao Ming, because you have a presence down low. But now that, Shaq's not playing, he's more aggressive.
What about you offensively? You have 8 points. You have to make him work at the other end, and what are you trying to do?
Yeah, for past 3 games, I wasn't playing like I was supposed to play. Shooting 8 times, 9 times, and going 2 for 9, that's not me. So, I had to just come out here and just be aggressive, man, and just try to play hard, and just get my rhythm back to the old cat, I guess, All
right, thanks a lot. Let's go back to Bar.
Well, I'm sure Kobe Bryant will be delighted to hear that it was lackadaisical. Unless Shaq is on the floor with him. Halftime, Rockets 42, Lakers 41. Let's go to the studio. Ernie Johnson. Ernie? We welcome you back to Staples in Los Angeles. Rockets have come from behind. They have a 1-point lead on the Lakers. And once again, with Shaquille O'Neal sideline, that Laker offense revolves around Kobe Bryant. Started fast, hit his first 5 shots, and then cooled off in that second quarter. But still a pretty good half, 19 points for Kobe.
Absolutely, and he got him off the pick and roll early where they weren't committed to double teaming him. But then as the half went along, Houston made a more conscious effort to double team Bryant. His attempts became more difficult over 2 defenders.
From Houston's standpoint, well, the fact that they're up 1 point, they've got to feel fairly satisfied. Steve Francis only 1 for 8 from the floor. They're shooting just 42%, but they made up points in other areas. Points in the paint, a 24-12 advantage, and then when you talk about bench, 18-7 in favor of the Rockets. So that's where they've made the difference up.
All right, a look at our Jeep game summary. And you mentioned the shooting percentages. 42 for the Rockets, 40 for the Lakers. After the good start, they dropped off. See points in the paint with Yao Ming and Kelvin Cato controlling in that area. And the Houston bench did a nice job. They outscored the Lakers 18-7 in the first half. The numbers on Kobe Bryant. Started 8 for his first 11, 8 of 15 from the field for the 19 points. Let's check in with Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, Marv, Jeff had mentioned that point in the second quarter when Kobe Bryant went to the bench for a rest. Not only did the Lakers not score, but the bench outscored the Lakers bench 18-2 in the second quarter. Rudy Tomjanovich says obviously he will play his bench, extensively here in the second half. Also, aggressively defense against Kobe. Obviously, Cuttino Mobley has him, but Eddie Griffin also has him. It's Eddie's job to double him, even at the top of the key, as we saw in the first half. Marv?
All right, Craig, coming into tonight, the Rockets holding that 8th and final playoff position, a game in front of the Lakers, 2 games behind the 7th place team, the Phoenix Suns. Suns not scheduled today. Posey going for the steal, deflects it out of bounds. Lakers at 26-25. They've lost their last 2, both games at home, to San Antonio and then to the Knicks. They had won 7 in a row. They had made a dramatic turn, and now the Lakers in a stretch playing 8 of 10 at home. They go to Utah tomorrow night. As we mentioned earlier, Shaquille O'Neal will sit out the game against the Jazz tomorrow night, and they're hoping he's back for Portland on Friday, the start of a 4-game homestand.
This is a very big month coming up. I'm talking about next month for the Houston Rockets. While they have 9 on the road and 7 at home, and obviously a very, very important month for them to try and hang on to that remaining playoff spot.
Steve Francis not able to find the range. 1 of 9 for Francis. Fox, Ori, and Walker up front. Bryant and Fisher in the backcourt. Here's Kobe. Yes. The Lakers lead by 1.
Interesting how many baskets Kobe's made on the left side of the floor, going left, versus on the right side of the floor. Very strong going left, converts going left, doesn't make as many going to the right.
If you wanted to do the shot chart, why didn't you just do it? Why are you now coming back and usurping my shot chart? I don't understand that.
He's a shot chart type of guy, and I think he was very hurt as Posey picks up the foul. Bryant stopped by Mobley. Fox for 3. Rick Fox from straight away. 10 points for Fox. 4 of 6 from the field for Rick Fox. Lakers up by 4. Yao had it knocked away. And Bryant held by Mobley. That's the 3rd on Mobley, a non-shooting affair. The steal by Posey took it away from Bryant. Kobe thought he was fouled. And the Rockets are within 2. Let's send it over to Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Thanks a lot, Marv. I spoke to assistant coach Jim Clemens. He said that the team played hard and with a lot of energy in the first half. Maybe not as smart as they wanted them to, but in the second half, the main focus is they have to find a way to slow down and contain Mobley and Francis.
Well, Francis has been very quiet to this point, not hitting a shot.
I would think they'd be happy. And, you know, you were talking, Jeff, a little while ago, and quickly, I just want to talk about Kobe Bryant. Going to his left, you see those circles, the solid ones? He makes baskets going left. He only has one make.
I mean, he's going left, and just
right.
on the left side. He could have been dribbling from the corner to the right and making the baskets on the left side.
Griffin's shot blocked by Ori.
You asked me to take over the shot chart. I do that, and then suddenly you want to engage in a debate, a battle.
You know what's sad about this? I know this will continue in the trip back to the hotel after the game. That was deflected out. And perhaps down to Sacramento. We'll be in Sacramento at Arco on Thursday for the Celtics and the Kings.
Probably a good idea if Mobley doesn't turn his back on the ball out of bounds right now.
I believe he has learned from the earlier experience. Fox.
And I like that, though. Mobley's now guarding Fox and Posey's guarding Bryant. They went inside. Fox is a big, small forward, very strong, going up against a smaller Mobley. A way to try to get other offense besides Bryant.
Yao Ming now 4 of 9 from the field. He has 9 points. Bryant rebounded by Yao.
Because of the strength factor that you mentioned earlier, Mark, what Yao winds up doing is shooting fadeaway jump shots. And the one thing it doesn't do is get him to the foul line because he's avoiding the contact.
Offensive foul, a charge on Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin in his second season out of Seton Hall. Last year as a rookie at times looked sensational, but launched too many three-pointers. Did most of his damage as a shot blocker. Originally drafted by New Jersey, 7th overall, traded to Houston in the deal involving Richard Jefferson, Mason Collins.
He's one of the reasons, along with Yao Ming, that they have gone from 14th a year ago to number 3 in the league and block shots as a team.
Bryant gives it back. Here's Fox for 3. Yes! Rick Fox the other night, only 3 of 11 from the field. But he's been the second scorer for Kobe Bryant here tonight. 8 of his 15 coming here in the third.
Yeah, they can sense that Fox has a goal right now. And interestingly, Kobe penetrates, turns and kicks it right back out and finds Fox out deep.
Filter out everything you don't need, keep what's good. That's called filtering. That's pure MGD.
Impeccable road manners. Well-dressed interior. Looks best in red. Introducing the all-new Mazda 6.
The NBA on TNT. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Bringing people together with low fares. And by cold-filtered MGD. A better process makes a better beer.
Back with the Lakers leading the Rockets 51-44. Let's watch how Kobe can create a shot. Kobe Bryant with the basketball notices that his teammate Rick Fox is here. Well, Fox realizes that he's got to get out of the way because as Kobe wants to take the ball and put it on the floor and dribble penetration, Rick Fox needs to clear out of there and go find the spot-up area. Then it's just a matter of Kobe, once he gets to that spot, finding his teammate out in the spot-up area. Kobe dribble penetrates. Rick Fox goes to where he's supposed to go, out by the perimeter. Perfect execution of draw and kick by Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers opened up the game, leading by the count of 10-2. They've opened up this third quarter with a 10-2 run. 8 of the 10 points scored by Fox. Fisher's done a good job defensively against Francis. Francis lost his balance. Too much dribble. Francis rejected by Ori. And a foul is called.
A situation like that, you've got 4 players standing around, 1 guy occupying the shot clock and the ball at the same time. Fisher's got the strength to match up with Steve Francis. Francis, tough time eluding him. The rest of the Lakers closing down. He can't get a look at it.
Apparently no foul call. 2 on the shot clock. Mobley had to force it, and it's a 24-second violation. The ball back to the Lakers.
Jeff had mentioned before how much easier it is to play the game when you throw the ball into Yao and then you have movement and cuts without it, as opposed to one guy trying to set himself free with the basketball and the other 4 guys standing around.
Saw Houston already with 4 turnovers in this third quarter. They had only 3 in the first half. Samaki Walker forced it. You saw the outstretched arm of Yao and last touched by the Lakers.
Shot selection is so critical to winning games. Samaki Walker had an open 12-footer, decided to drive it at the big 7'5" Yao to take a worse shot. You've got to get quality shots. It's very difficult in the half court too. When you have a good one and you pass it up, it sometimes turns into a worse shot.
Posey stepped on the baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Yao is 7'6", not 7'5", just to set the record straight. I just want to help you out if I can, anyway.
Noted.
Although some say he's 7'6", some say he's 7'5". And now the foul called by the outside official, Phil Robinson. It is on Steve Francis. That is his second. Rudy Tomjanovich was asked about how he communicates with Yao Ming. He said he speaks perfect basketball. Five minutes in, third quarter, pretty pass, and Samaki Walker able to finish. Beautiful setup from Kobe Bryant.
Again, trying to use Yao's man to set the screen to free up Kobe. Then Kobe either has the jump shot, drive option, or bounce pass back to the screener.
Francis. The drought continues for Steve Francis, 1 of 11. Walker with the pick. Fisher. Yes. 6 points for Fisher. Biggest lead of the game. Lakers up by 11.
And what's so impressive about Bryant is every movement is so under control offensively. Whether it's his shots or his passes that lead to shots, he's always under control.
And the foul on Ori, that is his second. Cuttino Mobley at the line. Rockets just 4 for 9 from the foul line. Rockets have had their troubles recently at the free throw line, just 26 of 40 last Friday night. In their last game, a loss to the Miami Heat. Houston shooting only 33% from the field. Lakers up by 9. So Cuttino Mobley, the first Rocket in double figures. He has 10 points. Bryant. 23 for Kobe Bryant. Walker playing with the 3. Nice spin by Yao, but that shot way off and a foul against the Lakers.
That's what's going to happen. Maurice Taylor will be free on the offensive boards as Yao comes in and beats the first man to the middle with his move. The next defender comes over to help out. That frees up Taylor to get on the offensive boards.
Second on Kobe Bryant. 5.5 remaining in the third. And Walker going for the steal, able to tie up Yao Ming.
It's like the second or third time he's had a trouble catching a bounce pass and then getting it up high enough where the defenders who are attacking the post play can't disturb his catch and possession.
I think the reason is because he's trying to establish his legs, his footwork, his positioning at the same time and grab and hold on to the ball. The strength factor being the key right there. Doing both is tough for him right now against people that are very, very physical with him.
Rockets only 1 of 8 here in this third quarter. They've turned it over 5 times. Now able to tip it back to Taylor. And again a foul on the Lakers, their 13th foul. It's on Fox. The Rockets have not been a good road club. An 8 up, 15 down. In fact, that's the worst road record for any NBA team with a winning record. And the remaining schedule is road heavy. Back home on Friday for Dallas. Now able to control. Yao from Francis.
And you mentioned the schedule being road heavy coming into tonight, Mark. They have just 13 home games remaining. The Rockets 18 games on the road to finish out the season.
11 points, 7 rebounds for Yao Ming. A reaching foul charged to Posey.
See, yeah, once he gathers himself, and Steve Francis is looking for him on his dribble penetration because he knows the big man will catch it, and then down close, he's so tough. He gathers himself and then goes up strong to finish with the dunk. Understands the importance of finishing with the dunk to stop anyone from having a chance at blocking his shot.
4:32 remaining. In the third, it's the Lakers 57. The Rockets 48 here at Staples in LA.
Encourage a lifelong love of reading. Read to achieve.
Okay, folks, let's get this party started. Call Seattle. Get McGregor on the phone.
Calling him now.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sir. This is Scott McGregor. I'll be out of the office all day. Please leave a message.
That's not like McGregor.
McGregor's not there?
Great.
Excuse me, there's a Mr. McGregor here to see you.
With Southwest Airlines last-minute fares, you'll never pay more than $2.99 one way. So why would you fly with anyone else?
You are now free to move about the country.
Introducing the all-new 220 horsepower Mazda 6. It's everything you'd expect from a hot new performer, including an occasional autograph.
This here's probably the best part of the season. Basketball's popping up all over the place. Conference rivalries heating up. There's only so many seeds to go around. Makes for a special breed of basketball.
The biggest college basketball is yet to come. Order the half-season package of ESPN Full Court from DirecTV to get the top conference matchups and follow the race to the tournament. Don't miss this year's crop of fantastic finishes.
Get ready for the biggest name in hip-hop and the biggest name in boxing. Back-to-back, live. Jay-Z in concert. Then, the return of Mike Tyson. 2 explosive events, 1 incredible night. Saturday, February 22nd at 9, 8 Central, live on Showtime.
Part of Showtime Unlimited. Added for $12 or less per month.
Welcome back to Staples Center in Los Angeles. Earlier we showed you some recognizable faces in the crowd. There's some more. Regular here at Laker games, Diane Cannon, Rafer Johnson, actor Michael Clark Duncan, and Vanessa Williams / Fox, Rick Fox's wife.
My neighbor.
Yes.
My neighbor. She'll disavow any knowledge of being my neighbor, but we live in the same town.
Up in Westchester.
Yeah.
Bryant off the fake. So Kobe beginning to heat up again. He has 25 points. Meanwhile, the Rockets have opened up this third quarter. As they opened up the game, only 1 of 10 from the field here in the third.
In case you didn't notice, Jeff Kobe made that one from the right side of the floor.
And a foul on Fox. That is his third. Are you still involved with the shot chart zone?
No, I've been able to move past that a while ago. Jeff, let me ask you about the ramifications of this game. I know it's far from over right now, but with LA holding a 9-point lead as Yao hits his little turnaround, you see the feathery soft touch he has down there. all that you heard the players talking about before the game was this is a playoff game. How could Shaq miss this game? Well, number one, they don't know how seriously he's hurt. And number two, the Rockets were like, it's insulting as Fisher hits his jump. It's insulting that he would not play in this game when it's so important. But how about if they turn around and lose this game, the Rockets? What could that mean for the stretch run for them?
Well, obviously, I think it means two things. One, they weren't as ready to play as they thought they were. Two, if you lose back-to-back to Miami and to the Lakers without Shaq, you have to start to really question if you belong in the playoffs, particularly in the Western Conference.
They're talking with Rudy Tomjanovich earlier. He said after the loss to Utah at home, Rockets had a locker room meeting. Here's Bryant for three. At the meeting, the question was asked by the coaching staff, are we playing not to lose? Mobley, Yao missed the tip. Yao again going glass.
The athleticism of Yao, the ability to keep the ball alive, tip it up till he got his balance, and then once he did get it, smart enough to use the backboard, use the glass to make it.
Horry protecting the ball against Yao Ming, went to the other side of the rim, and he drew the foul. That's the second on Yao.
And Yao was very late in his rotation against the pick and roll. There was a slip by Robert Horry, as you can see here. He comes set the pick on the ball, slips. Yao Ming late coming over, gets the blocking foul in the restricted area.
Horry at the line for the first time. He's a 76% free throw shooter.
Well, we didn't want to, Jeff and I weren't intending to ignore you. You talked about the locker room meeting after the Utah game, that type of thing. We just kind of moved on to some other things. But if you want us to get back to you on that point, you were saying that Rudy T questioned whether they're playing not to lose rather than to win. And he also talked about the youth of this team, that how can we wind up being a 77% free throw shooting team and suddenly against Miami have a nightmare not either make just 26 out of 40 free throws against them. Well, those are questions that remain unanswered, but if you want to make the playoffs, you've got to make those free throws in games against Miami.
Coming up on 2.5 remaining in the third, and the Lakers up by 10. Now Mark Manson defending on Yao Ming. Last touch by the Lakers.
You can see Yao stepping in, trying to split the double team. When you come hard at him and strong, he has a tough time right now splitting double teams.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another Rocket turnover.
And you have to be impressed with how hard LA is playing in this game. Last game, 117 points to the Knicks. Now they're coming out 52 points with only 2 left in the third. A much greater level of intensity tonight defensively for LA.
Bryant, yes! Serving up a facial on Yao Ming. Standing ovation for Kobe Bryant. They continue to cheer as Yao comes right back.
I'll tell you what, you got to like that youngster because, sure, Kobe was spectacular, but Yao, he heard the crowd like everybody else. He understood what just happened. He came right back to silence him.
17 and 9 for Yao Ming. They play by Fox Fisher for 3. Air ball from Derek Fisher.
Well, Kobe is determined. Once he turns the corner, you see Posey asking for help. There's no help to be found. Yao just can't get over there in time as Kobe elevates and finishes it. But Yao wants to show you something right here, that he will make some noise on his own.
Robert Horry avoiding the facial by turning his back on Yao. Here comes Bryant. Rockets get back. Lakers have a 10-point advantage. Fisher not able to complete on that backdoor pass. Taylor.
Mark, Yao has already played 27 minutes in this game. Remember, he's averaging only 28 minutes a game right now, so you can tell that they are trying to go to him, trying to force him to be more assertive in this game without Shaq being here.
And the feeling was a couple of weeks ago he hit the wall. Has never played these many games. Comes from the Chinese Professional Basketball League, but he has picked up his play recently.
Well, people said about 2 weeks ago that that's it, he's hit the wall because his numbers went down over a stretch of about 10 days to 2 weeks. His numbers had gone down, but then all of a sudden in the last 4 or 5 games, they came back up again. So, well, he broke through the wall, but remember, he's gone from his season there to the World Championships, came to training camp late, and now into the NBA season. So it's been a long stretch of basketball for the young man.
Now sitting down as his third quarter winds down. Here's Glenn Rice, who just came on. Kelvin Cato. Kept alive by Taylor. Final seconds of the third. He did not realize the time. Mobley will it count? Yes. They'll review it. But the basket appeared to be good. Looked like he released it in time.
I think you're exactly right. I'm not sure that Taylor realized how much time was left, but it looks here to us that the ball is up out of his hands before the red lights come on.
He released it in time, but that was a dead charge. Mark Madsen stood in there, took the hit, deserved the call.
You're looking at Jeff in amazement.
I always look at Jeff in amazement.
Going my way.
You know it.
What do you call a sports sedan? That's more sports than sedan. The all-new 220 horsepower Mazda 6.
When you need a cup, pour some sugar ramen.
Sugar ramen?
Yeah, soup.
Freeze. A call to the library could help her out. Good thing T-Mobile lets her call whenever she wants. Go.
Says here, pour some sugar on me. I'm hot, sticky, sweet.
The most whenever minutes, unlimited weekends, only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
Every crime has a suspect.
Mr. Gale, Austin Police.
Every murder has a motive.
What if the murder was not only to get rid of Gale, but to make him look crazy?
But the truth is not always what it seems.
I'm innocent.
This is where the tripod was. They never found a video. Someone's framing you.
Oh, it's more than that. The key to my freedom is out there somewhere.
Fitzy! Oh my God.
The Life of David Gale, rated R, at theaters Friday.
The pick is set. Shoot it! Foul on the play. Oh, that is not a foul. What are you looking at, ref? Pulls the trigger. Boom, right back at you in your face. Count it, baby. Shoots. Shoot the three. Wow! You did not make that call. Come on, cut me some slack.
NBA Shootout 2003, rated E for everyone.
Why do I work so hard? So I can play even harder. What's my thirst? Staying on top. What's yours? I love my job.
Out of Bobby Tuesday night in Los Angeles. We welcome you back to Staples. Marv Albert with the Czar, Mike Fratello, Jeff Van Gundy, Craig Sager, Cheryl Miller. Lakers up by 8 as we head to the fourth quarter. And how about Kobe Bryant? 12 for 22, 27 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds.
Well, there it is. Jeff called it. Two best players on the floor tonight. Kobe Bryant, Steve Francis.
Thank God it's not the old-fashioned duel where they take paces and turn around and shoot. I'd be betting on Kobe Bryant right now.
Yes, a long night, but still 12 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. But Steve Francis just 1 for 11.
Did you change your opinion of what kind of night it is? You said it was a balmy night early when we came on.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, so
all right, Francis making 1 for 12. You know, just to know that you're listening that carefully is enough for me.
Jeff is fascinated by your weather reports from city to city. He really is. That's like a highlight for him.
Robert Horry, Mark Matson, Devin George up front. Pretty pass as Horry slips it to Matson.
That's excellent basketball. Pick and roll, slip. Nice play by Bryant to Horry, who then knows there's going to be rotation, jump stops, drops it off to Matson. No weak side help.
And Matson, as you notice, stepped right into the open spot where he's supposed to. When his man leaves, he's supposed to create a passing lane.
Robert Horry with 10 rebounds, double-figure rebounds in each of the last 3 games, including as Mobley knocks down a 3, including a career-tying 15 Friday against San Antonio. And a 20-second timeout is called by Kobe.
And Phil Jackson may be trying to talk right now. You see Kobe talking to Kareem Rush as they're going off the floor, and Phil may be trying to talk to him about exactly what we're going to do with these double teams and rotations. He doesn't like the fact that you're going to leave three-point shooters open. It really concerns him about the three-point line and Houston. So I think that's what he's doing right now, is talking about who are we coming on, who are we double teaming, and who are we rotating to.
A three-pointer by Mobley, the Rockets' first of the night. They missed their first 6. A look at the TNT fan poll. We talked about it earlier. The question tonight, which Western Conference team will not make the playoffs? And apparently folks not impressed with what they've seen here tonight from the Houston Rockets.
It's amazing, Jeff, what influence you can have on people. They feel the negative vibes coming from you. There's the vote.
I don't know who those 2% were that thinks Minnesota is not going to make the playoffs. I think Flip Saunders right now is coach of the year. I think that team is overachieved. I think they have the MVP in Kevin Garnett.
And if he was a referee, you'd say Flip was the best referee in the NBA.
Off the steal, Francis, little skip dribble shown by Francis. Taylor. Cato is fouled. Evan George called for the foul.
Francis learned that skip dribble from Shaquille O'Neal in the All-Star game when he did that to Yao Ming. So I think it's good that Steve Francis incorporated that move from Shaq's repertoire.
Well, there's some feeling that Shaq may have re-aggravated the knee and or the toe because he looked very frisky in the All-Star game. Did not play with the orthotics. On that subject, this in Atlanta during the All-Star game, Shaq with the little skip, the crossover dribble, doing it against his good friend Brad Miller of the Indiana Pacers. And just a moment ago, here is Francis.
Now, one time, Marv, you and Jeff told me that came from somebody named Skip to My Lou.
Ray for Alston.
Yeah, now you credit Shaq. I'm not sure you guys are really sure what you're trying to say, John.
Well, Ray for Alston did it on a regular basis in the playground. Last touch by the Rockets. Jeff just happened to mention that Francis, who was an all-star teammate of Shaquille, may have been reminded of that particular maneuver.
Okay, I'll buy that. That's good. I'll buy it. You sold me.
Wow.
That's so uncommon.
Oh, yes. Knocked out of bounds by Taylor. A minute and a half gone by in the fourth, and the Rockets are now within 6. Yao Ming sitting down. Kelvin Cato is at center, being matched with Mark Matson. Matson has played well here tonight. Matson, George, and Ori up front. The rookie Kareem Rush is back in the backcourt with Kobe Bryant. Shot clock down at 2. Down to 1. Bryant gets it away from downtown. Did not hit the rim, so it's a 24-second violation.
He got the ball in a bad spot on the floor. Just 5 seconds remaining. He had Cuttino Mobley, who was up into him tight. He had no space that time, and Kobe was hoping to just elevate right from the standstill. He was trying to swing in and create enough space, but Mobley never backed off. Mobley was going to make him put it on the floor, and then he finally shakes him, but doesn't have enough legs under it to reach the basket.
Francis is fouled. Hacked by Rush. Kareem Rush, the rookie from Missouri, first-round draft pick originally of the Toronto Raptors, then traded to the Lakers along with Tracy Murray. So Steve Francis to the line. Only 1 of 12 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line. And Steve Francis had been going well. 27 the other night of the loss to Miami. Averaging 23 on the season, among the top scorers, along with 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Had that career-high 44 in the last meeting against the Lakers.
And he averaged almost 9 free throw attempts per game. That was just his 3rd and 4th free throw attempt this evening.
Francis does have 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's brought the Rockets within 4. Bryant for 3. What strength to get off a shot like that.
That's what he was trying to do the play before when we saw him launch that shot that fell short. But that time, Mobley never got up into him as much as he did on the previous possession.
Another 30-point performance by Kobe Bryant. Here's Mobley from downtown. And comes George. Bryant at the post, wanted the ball. Rush with the quick release. Kareem Rush extends to a 9-point Laker lead.
And all Phil Jackson's trying to do is buy some time with this group on the floor so he can get Rick Fox and get Fisher back in the game again to close it out. Hoping this group can hold the lead they had. Well, they're doing a pretty good job.
Rice squaring up. And Rice making his return tonight from the shoulder problem. Has not been able to get into the flow. And that was last touch by the Lakers. Rice 0 for 5 from the field.
Talking about the strength that Kobe has from the top of the circle. He's looking for cutters, but then elevates up over the top of Mobley. Mobley wasn't ready for him to go up and elevate at that particular time. Kobe may feel a little bit of that pain in his knee as he's going back there. You can see his face. He's wincing right there. That's from the elevation on that jumper's knee.
Well, he came up limping the other night because of a sore right knee. He's headed back to the bench.
Nice shot. All day. You reach, I teach. Bet you won't score again. I won't score again? How you like that rainbow? That's ugly. Could have done. You should have done. Hey, Mike. What? Who's got next?
We get explorers coming through here all day long.
No doubt. They keep coming in, leaving, coming in.
Non-stop.
Yeah, check this out. I can dig it.
The 2003 Ford Explorer.
That third row seat folding down, you get in there, plenty of room. After you buff it, it's like butter.
It's been the best-selling SUV for 11 years.
I got a feeling we're going to be washing a lot more, man.
And break time is over, fellas.
The 2003 Ford Explorer. Popularity has no boundaries.
Drama this intense.
This man disgraced me. Can only be found on TNT.
Bobby's children watched Richie kill their father.
Don't miss Out for Justice. Friday night at 8 on TNT. We know drama.
Having trouble sleeping? Well, you're not alone. Nearly 70 million of us Americans can't get enough sleep. And no wonder with all the stress today. Now there's a natural way to get the rest you need. It's called the Nautilus Sleep System. Nautilus's unique air chamber design allows you to personalize your comfort every night. just by inflating or deflating the pressure. And your spouse is going to love this bed too, because the dual zones allow them to control their own comfort. You got to call this toll-free number now to get a free video that tells you all about it. Now you can get one of these great mattresses for as little as $25 a month. And Nautilus lets you actually sleep on the bed for 90 nights to make sure you really love it. Hey, a better mattress means better rest, naturally. Call now for your free video or visit them online at greatsleep.com and start getting the natural sleep you need.
There are 7 deadly sins. This is beginning.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey. 7. Sunday night at 8 on TNT. We know drama.
A moment ago, as we went to the commercial break, we saw Kobe Bryant limp off, head back to the bench during the timeout, but he will remain on the floor.
Kobe, watch the leg. You can see him dragging the leg here as he's trying to hobble around the screens. He is dragging that leg. You see it, the right leg. It's a problem for him right now. When he gets a couple days rest in between, he gets the strength back in it. That's because they do their weightlifting on it to work on that tendonitis. But when he's got to play games, and I would think back-to-back games or 3 games in 4 nights are going to be a big problem for him. Basically, you have to take time off, work on the weights to gain that strength back.
As our statistician Marty Aronoff points out, Kobe has played 36 of a possible 39 minutes. And the Lakers do play tomorrow night. They go back-to-back at Utah against the Jazz. The foul was called on Matson. That's his 3rd. Lakers 13 foul. Rockets do not have any. Now Taylor posting. Nice move. And Matson is on it. So Taylor getting the step but could not convert.
Phil Jackson's gotten pretty good play out of the guys that he's brought in there to rotate after Samaki Walker, whether it be Medvedenko, whether it be Matson, whether it's Ori at that center spot after Samaki Walker. They've done a pretty good job of just doing basic things and not giving up a lot of easy baskets.
Devin George is fouled by Glenn Rice. Devin George with a strong performance the other night against the Knicks at 14 points, 5 rebounds. Kobe Bryant among the leaders in minutes per game, along with Cuttino Mobley, Steve Francis.
And I think one of the most overrated factors in basketball when you're playing back-to-back is how many minutes you played the night before. If you're up in 35, it doesn't matter if you play 35 or 45, there's going to be a level of fatigue. What Bryant has over most players is a mental toughness and a game that will allow him to play well in the second inning of a back-to-back night.
Devin George with his first points of the ball game, and the Lakers lead by 11. Taylor putting it on the floor against Matson and got bottled up. Lakers looking for a jump ball, but a foul on Rush.
Well, that's not really the spot that you want Maurice Taylor in. On the outside the perimeter, try and shake free to get himself a one-on-one situation. And right there, that looks like it is all ball as far as Kareem Rush's hand being on top of. That should have been a jump ball is what it should have been.
Francis trying to lob it to Cato. Here's George, fouled by Rice. Took a hip check from Glenn Rice.
I think you start to see the frustration right now on the Rockets' faces. They're not getting good looks at the basket. The Laker defense is becoming more confident. Yao Ming is about ready to check back into the game. And I would think that Rudy T will put the ball back in his hands to see if, 1, they can get to the foul line, 2, they can get low post scores, or perhaps get some easier shots for his teammates going through Yao.
Reminder this Thursday night right here on TNT. It is our exclusive NBA doubleheader. The Pacers facing the Nets. Good ball game as they vie for top spot in the East. Out west will be in Arco and Sacramento, the Boston Celtics and the Sacramento Kings. All the coverage getting underway at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then Friday night on ESPN, A doubleheader. These Rockets back home against Dallas, and the Bucks will take on the Sonics. 7.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. 8-0 run by the Lakers. They have their biggest lead of the night. And as Taylor makes his move, Lakers were looking for a travel instead of foul, and that puts LA over the limit.
But that's a bad play by Maurice Taylor. He faced up, he took it left into the middle. The second defender came over to help. That's got to be a pass right there. You can't force that jump stop through. This is what hurts teams, is when you won't trust each other enough to give up the ball to the open man. That's what the Lakers have done so well tonight. Houston needs to do that on every possession.
It takes a very mature and confident and believing team to trust each other, particularly when you're down in games. It's easy when you're up. When you're down trying to come back, it's tough to play that way because you try to hurry up and get it done yourself rather than rely on teammates doing their respective jobs.
The Laker lead is 10. Derek Fisher back on the floor, so Kobe Bryant now getting a rest. Samaki Walker is back, as is Yao Ming. Eric pass, and Matson able to get to it. Shot clock to 6. Here's George. And the ball back to Houston.
And the question is, how long can Phil Jackson afford to keep Kobe Bryant out of the game? They were up 12 when he went out. It's 10 now. I wouldn't let it get under 8.
Francis penetrated and then changed his mind. Taylor, yes, Maurice Taylor has had the jump shot going. 10 points for Taylor. Lakers 74, Rockets 66. 6.5 to go in the fourth.
To their credit, Houston is hanging around close enough to give themselves a chance to win.
Francis goes flying, called for the foul. It's a blocking foul. That's his third. Francis had that career-high 44 against the Lakers in their last meeting. A sensational game, but he has had his difficulties tonight. Only 1 of 12 from the field. And Kobe Bryant is checked back in, replacing the rookie Kareem Rush. George changes mind. Matson with position. And Yao on the rebound.
Mark, you mentioned he's having his problems, Steve Francis, 1 for 12, but to his credit, he hasn't really forced it and tried to take bad shots. He knows he struggled a little bit tonight, so he's tried to find other people and distribute the basketball.
Again, too much dribble by Taylor, but it got bailed out. Foul on Matson. And words between Taylor and Matson. The official, Phil Robinson, able to separate the two.
And they're going to Maurice Taylor on nearly every possession, trying to get low post scores and or double teams to create open shots. And they are in the penalty very early here in the fourth quarter. It's one of the things you try to avoid as a team, is getting into the penalty early in the fourth.
$11 points for Taylor. Mark Matson hears it from the crowd. Season high 7 points for Matson.
About 21 minutes of playing time for Mark Matson. Nice job.
Taylor, a 73% free throw shooter. Yao able to reach for it. Yao Ming being played again by Samaki Walker. Yao trying to go glass. Rebounded by Taylor. The Rockets are within 5.
And it all started with a free throw rebound by Yao and another second shot that led to Taylor scoring.
Taylor has scored the last 7 points for the Rockets. 5.5 remaining on the floor. Here's George. Won't count. Offensive foul.
You know, this is one of the few times this stretch that Steve Francis has been on the floor with Glenn Rice tonight. That might be the thing that, either Steve Francis needs to have to respect Rice, and he may get his move, or he may create the shot for Glenn Rice. You'll see the step up right here, no question. Maurice Taylor is there. Even though George is concentrating, he gets the drop, he also gets the offensive foul.
Let's put woman and man together to find out which one is smarter. Some say men, but I say no. The women play their men like a puppet show.
Filter out everything you don't need, keep what's good. That's called filtering. That's pure MGD.
We get explorers coming through here all day long. No doubt. They keep coming in, leaving, coming in. Non-stop.
Dad, check this out.
I can dig it.
The 2003 Ford Explorer.
That third row seat folding down, you get in there, plenty of room.
After you buff it, it's like butter.
It's been the best-selling SUV for 11 years.
I got a feeling we're going to be washing a lot more, man.
And break time is over, fellas.
The 2003 Ford Explorer. Popularity has no boundaries.
When you need a cup of some sugar ramen.
Shook up ramen? Yeah, soup.
Freeze. A call to the library could help her out. Good thing T-Mobile lets her call whenever she wants. Go.
Says here, pour some sugar on me. I'm hot, sticky, sweet.
The most whenever minutes, unlimited weekends, only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
I'm all sugar.
From the network that knows drama.
A little trick I learned in the car thief retirement home. Could you hold this?
Nicolas Cage, Angelina Jolie. Gone in 60 seconds. Saturday night at 8. Only on TNT.
Another good one between the Rockets and the Lakers. Third meeting of the season. Rockets won the previous two. 93-89 at Staples. Yao went 9 for 9 in that game. Shaq sidelined by injury. Fisher picks it off. And then mid-January in Houston, Lakers losing in overtime to the Rockets, 108-104. Steve Francis with the 44. Shaq at 31. But Yao did a good job. Here comes Mobley. So Mobley and Francis in the backcourt. Yao Ming, Maurice Taylor, and Glenn Rice on the front line. Here's Taylor posting and scores again. Maurice Taylor has been outstanding. 15 points for Taylor. He scored the last 9 for the Rockets.
Remember now, Steve Francis still hasn't gotten it going yet tonight. You know how dangerous he can be, particularly down the last 2 or 3 minutes of a basketball game.
You guys think that it's just Francis being off, or is it anything the Lakers have done?
Let's give credit where credit's due. The Lakers have played outstanding defense on it, and to his credit, he has not tried to force the issue.
And he just made a very smart play. Knowing that they're in the penalty, he made a hard basket cut. Fisher is physical by nature. He bumps him on the cut. He gives a little flop, and he gets, well, he didn't get to the free throw line. I thought it was
Yeah, it looked that way. It looked that way that they were calling on the cut.
Right. Oh, it is Francis. Yao trying to steal his moment. Good cut. sort of creates a contact and gets to the free throw line. See, that's how you can earn those hidden points, is getting yourself to the free throw line, particularly on tough nights, and this can cut it to a one-point game.
Oh, wait a minute, aren't Yao and Steve Francis like buddy-buddy, best friends, that type of thing?
That's what they say.
Yet he was trying to steal his 2 free throws by going to the foul line.
Hey, Yao knows Francis is having a tough night. He's just trying to help the team out.
Well, Steve Francis' line on Yao early in the season, he said, he's just like me, except he's 7'5" and Chinese.
That sums it up right there.
Yeah. 11-0 run for the Rockets. They're within 1. Rick Fox is back. He's had the hot hand. He shoots the 3. And last touch by the Lakers. Taylor let it go. He was about to try and reach for it. So Houston with the ball and a chance to take the lead.
There's just something wrong like with the game. In other words, with the explosiveness that Kobe had at the beginning, with the way the Lakers were executing with the crowd behind it, all of a sudden you're looking up and it's a one-point basketball game. It just doesn't seem right.
Kobe has attempted only 3 shots here in the 4th. Len Rice with his first field goal. The Rockets up by 1. He missed his previous 5 shots. Rockets have come from 12 down. Bryant, yes. Kobe from downtown, and he is limping back down court.
And they went right back to the pick and roll involving Yao. Bryant comes off. Yao does not trap it aggressively. He's got the airspace to lift up and knock in the shot. Yao's got to trap that pick and roll.
They double up on Taylor. Shot clock to 4. Francis with a step back. Did not hit the rim. According, let's see now, Bennett Salvatore asking the outside official Ken Maurer, and they say did not hit the rim. It's a 24-second violation.
And Bennett Salvatore, as we all know, is one of the great officials in the game.
I got a headache.
He is. And he looked to his partners to confirm what he already knew, that it was the right call.
Here's Bryant.
Well, you mentioned Kobe limping back down the floor. He cannot run right now. I mean, he's really struggling with the leg, and obviously the more minutes as they build up, the more fatigue is in that leg. He's going to fight his way through this thing, but he's having problems with that leg.
There are 7 deadly sins. This is beginning.
Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey. 7. Sunday night at 8 on TNT. We know drama.
Where'd you get that shirt? It's huge.
It was my old boyfriend's.
It must have been huge.
He was.
Why don't you change into one of mine?
Nah, yours are kind of small.
So?
Well, small ones are okay. Huge ones just feel better. You have the tiniest little hands.
Would you like to own your own business and enjoy financial independence? Nationwide Cyber Systems introduces the most exciting business opportunity of the 21st century: public access internet terminals. These amazing machines offer high-speed internet access, email, and video email to the public for only 25 cents per minute. They take cash and credit cards. Bill Gates says in any area where there's payphones, you'll start to find public internet terminals. Forecasters predict that 300,000 of these machines will be in service throughout the U.S. by 2005. How many would you like to own? Nationwide can start you in a turnkey business and help you secure the most profitable locations in your area before someone else gets them. You can start part-time and expand according to your own timetable. Call now for your free video and information package. There is unlimited income potential. Don't delay. The best locations won't last long.
The Houston Rockets have come back from a 12-point deficit. The Lakers now lead 77-75, but the Lakers with only 1 field goal the last 6 minutes, 16 seconds.
What happens is they sometimes become too reliant, whereas early in the game, once Kobe got past the initial burst, it became free-flowing in their offense. You had a number of guys contributing. Rick Fox got going, Fisher got going a little bit. Now all of a sudden, are they going to rely on Kobe to pull them through down the stretch run?
Fourth quarters are always the most difficult for offensively challenged teams, and this team is challenged offensively without O'Neal's presence in the game.
Touch number 27 in the low post for Yao.
And Yao not able to hit, and a late whistle along the baseline from Ken Mauer. Foul against the Lakers. Lakers are over the foul limit. This is in the act. It's on Samaki Walker. That is number 4. Let's go over to Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Thanks a lot, Marvel. I spoke to assistant coach Jim Clemens out of the last timeout. He said the last 2.5 minutes of this game, it's all about defensive stops and rebounding, and especially at the offensive end, we have to take quality shots, be patient, and work the ball around the perimeter, guys.
All right, Cheryl. Yao Ming, 78% free throw shooter, looking to tie the game. Very solid performance by Yao. That's 19 points, 12 rebounds. Rockets do have a foul to give. Rockets with 2 full timeouts and a 20 remaining. Lakers have 2 full timeouts. Just under 2.5 remaining in the fourth. Kobe Bryant with a gallant effort, hanging in despite the leg problem. And once again hits and stumbles back to the other end. And he is in severe pain.
And once again, use the pick and roll involving Yao to get enough space to get a jump shot off.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Francis. Steve Francis with only his 2nd field goal. And he's tied the game at 79.
The first time they tried the pick and roll, they never screened Kobe's man. It took the 2nd pick and roll to get him free for the open jump shot.
Now Kobe down low, trying to post up. Ori for 3. Yes! Robert Ori from downtown, and the Lakers lead 82-79.
Maurice Taylor made a mistake. He knew Kobe was posting up behind him, but the Lakers used Ori on purpose to be the feeder. We see the foul down the low post area. If we go back and show that play, you'll see that Taylor backs off of Robert Ori. That's why he's feeding Kobe. It was designed that way, so that if you back off to help on Kobe, you're leaving an open 3-point shooter, Robert Ori, to make that shot. That's exactly what happened.
And that's Robert Ori's game. The catch and shoot jump shot. Every time he's put the ball on the floor to make a play off the dribble, something bad has happened. He is a stationary jump shooter and one of the very best, especially in the last 2 minutes of games.
Ori called for the foul to put Taylor at the line. He's 3 of 4 at the free throw line. 1:32 remaining in this fourth quarter, and the Lakers now lead by 2.
Watch Maurice Taylor back off now. All of a sudden, he'll back off of Ori, thinking that the man behind him is who they're. There he goes, backing off. You can't do that to Robert Ori.
Maurice Taylor with 16 points. 10 have come here in the fourth. Ori with the rebound. Lakers in possession. They lead by 2. Fisher using the pick. Fisher for Walker. Shot clock to 6. They try to trap Kobe. Steps back. Checks the clock and fires. Rebounded by Fisher. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the fourth. The Lakers take a timeout. Derek Fisher with a key hustle rebound. The Lakers 82, the Rockets 80. We'll be back in a moment.
Check ball. Check ball.
Check up. Check.
Check. Come on, baby. Check.
Check up.
There you go. 0-0.
1-0. 2-0.
Check ball. Check ball.
1-2.
5-5. 7, baby.
6-1. 8-7. 9-8. 10. Hold on.
10-8.
Check up your ball. Ball up.
This is game.
Come on, check up. Game point. Bring. Come on.
This game point.
That's game.
Nah, yo, best of 5.
Let's go then.
No one who looks through that glass sees a person. They see a crime.
You know I'm innocent.
No, I don't.
On February 21st, come comes a movie that will keep your pulse racing.
Someone's framing you.
Oh, it's more than that.
And your heart pounding.
They never found a video or anything.
Until it's suspenseful.
I'm running out of time.
Shocking.
Why frame an innocent man?
Mind-blowing conclusion.
Call everyone! The governor, the warden, the damn Supreme Court death clerk!
Kevin Spacey. The Life of David Gale. Rated R. At theaters Friday.
When we resume, it will be Laker ball. They lead by 2. It's been a 31-second possession for the Lakers.
It's just like football, time of possession, and those extra effort plays that the Lakers started with in the first quarter have carried all the way through the fourth. It's the reason, plus Bryant, why they have a chance to close this game out.
And it's been painful to watch Kobe Bryant limping back on defense after he hits a shot. You could see he's having problems once again with that knee.
I don't think that might not be part of the reason why when they got the ball back just now, the second shot opportunity, Phil Jackson took the timeout, get him on the bench, let Kobe rest for a second, talk about what kind of good shot we're going to get, how much time we want to use up on the clock, and at the same time, talk about the defense, anticipating that the ball's probably going to go into Yao's hands at the other end.
And interestingly, offensively, the Lakers have downsized. Ori's at the 5. Now to take advantage of Yao running pick and roll could leave Ori open.
Now down to 10 on the shot clock. Bryant comes up short. Again, a Laker possession on the back tap.
Kobe never saw that Robert Horry was wide open that time as he drove off the screen that Horry had set.
Once again, the ball in the hands of Kobe Bryant. Puts the move on Cuttino Mobley. And a foul. That was the foul they had to give. So the Lakers maintain possession, and this is now a 55-second possession.
And they may run out the clock here.
Yes. Meanwhile, Kobe Bryant with 35 points, his 10th straight 35-point game. Kobe feeling for the defender. Shot clock to 5. Bryant is stripped. Here comes Francis. Rockets down by 2. Francis tries to penetrate. Now calls for time.
The Rockets had 2 full timeouts on the 22nd remaining. A great call that time by Steve Francis. You'll see right there, Kobe strips it as he goes to the ground. Francis keeps his eyes on it, calls timeout immediately before the Lakers can time up.
19.2 to go in the fourth quarter.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Why do I work so hard? So I can play even harder. What's my thirst? Staying on top. What's yours? I love my job.
Lakers with a 2-point lead. When we resume, it will be Houston ball, and they still have 17 on the shot clock.
Well, I've seen the Rockets twice at end-of-game situations where they love to get the ball into Yao's hands near the top of the circle. Steve Francis likes to shoot going from right to left. So they get it into Yao's hands. They bring Steve Francis from the right corner around off of Yao, and he shoots the ball going to his left. He tied Miami on a 3-pointer, sent it into overtime, and beat the Heat that way. Let's see if they can get to it.
And the timeout allowed LA to substitute and go back big with Samaki Walker. If they hadn't had to take that timeout, they could have posted Yao against Ori.
Francis played by Fisher. Rice steps back. Mobley for 3. Yao Ming with the rebound, and he is fouled with 8 3/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So Yao, who is 3 of 3 from the line, will shoot 2.
And you see Kobe flying at Mobley, the shooter. Remember, 2 just ties you, 3 beats you in the game. The Lakers have to keep that in mind.
Rick Fox on the foul, his 4th. Yao is 78% free throw shooter. Very coolly hits the first.
Marv, I don't know if he's going to make the second shot, obviously, but his demeanor allows him to play well in clutch situations. He's unflappable and he's poised.
Lakers do have 1 timeout left. And Yao has tied the game at 82.
How'd you like to have that youngster step up to the line for you and make 2 critical free throws to tie the game with 8 seconds remaining?
At Rent-A-Center, it's easy to get the stuff you want because everybody's pre-approved. TVs, appliances, furniture, computers. You can get it today. Boom! Just like that.
No credit? Boom! No problem. No credit? Boom! You're in. No credit? Boom! You got it.
Hey, you guys can't say boom. Get your own word.
Now mention this ad and get a week free when you pay for a week. Call 1-800-205-2005 for Rent-A-Center.
Pow. Nope, keep thinking.
She's dark green, cashback, low intro, and end of the month. He's yellow, travel, everyday rate, and middle of the month. She's purple, travel, low intro, beginning of the month. Introducing Bank One's Personal Platinum, the simple new way to choose your rate, your reward, your billing date, even your color. Bank One's Personal Platinum, issued by us, but created by you.
Yao looking unflappable as he went to the line, hit the 2 free throws, tied the game at 82, and now the Lakers use their final timeout with 8 3/10 seconds remaining, and they must get the ball in bounds.
Well, it's amazing at the end of the game, the mentality of certain teams defensively. When they're playing defense in this situation, they almost concede this pass in bounds. Yet other teams come out and their coaches really emphasize, get after it, get up and deny him. Maybe we can get a 5-second violation, okay, or pick one off running through a passing lane. Remember, the Lakers, let's not overlook this. They must get it in bounds on this pass. They have no more timeouts left.
And the Rockets took out Yao to try to get as much mobility on the floor as possible, but it does take away their shot blocking at the rim if Bryant gets to the rim.
I was going to ask you, who's the ball going to?
Joaquin Hawkins has checked in, coming on for Yao Ming. Out of 5. Bryant out of 3.
You have to double him.
Out of 2. Here is Bryant. And we go to overtime.
And Marv, I don't think he takes a contested jump shot there if he's feeling well and trusts his body going to the basket.
No, when you're on a tender knee, you're going to settle for a jump shot, and that's why Mobley is up into. Mobley wants him to put it on the floor and try and go past him because they probably had the next defender ready to come right away. He's disappointed in the shot that he had to take at the end.
It is on to overtime here in Los Angeles. The game is tied at 82.
We get explorers coming through here all day long. No doubt. They keep coming in, leaving, coming in. Non-stop.
Yeah, check this out.
I can dig it.
The 2003 Ford Explorer.
That 3rd row seat folding down, you get in there, plenty of room.
After you buff it, it's like butter.
It's been the best-selling SUV for 11 years.
I got a feeling we're going to be washing a lot more, man.
And break time is over, fellas.
The 2003 Ford Explorer. Popularity has no boundaries.
The NBA is on TNT. Thursday night, Jermaine O'Neal and the Pacers face the Nets in a battle for the top spot in the East. Then, Chris Webber and the Kings take on the Celtics. TNT NBA Thursday. It all starts at 7 with Listen Up, Charles Barkley.
The NBA on TNT, brought to you by the 2003 Ford Explorer, the best-selling SUV on the planet. Ford Explorer. By Rent-A-Center. To get the best name brands like Sony, Whirlpool, Philips, Dell, and more, go to Rent-A-Center today. By Sprite, obey your thirst. And by Bank One's Personal Platinum, issued by us, created by you.
In this third meeting of the season between the Rockets and Lakers, another close one. The Rockets winning the previous two, both were 4-point games. One in overtime. That was mid-January in Houston. Rockets winning 108-104. Rockets 2 up, 3 down in OT. Lakers have won 4 and lost 3. On to the 5-minute overtime session.
And this is a critical game for the Rockets. Not only if they win this game do they get an extra game up on LA, but then they win the season series. So in case of a tiebreaker with LA, they have that advantage too. This is a huge 5 minutes for the Rockets.
Yao and Walker on the tip and controlled by the Lakers.
Yeah, Walker got up there a little bit quicker and got to the ball before Yao could get to it.
Rick Fox, Samaki Walker, Robert Horry up front. A limping Kobe Bryant on the backcourt with Derek Fisher. Bryant with the rainbow over Yao. And back comes Cuttino Mobley. Steve Francis, who has been very quiet at the offensive end, being played by Derek Fisher. And a battle between Robert Horry and Maurice Taylor. Taylor had the hot hand in the fourth quarter for the Rockets. Here is Taylor. And Walker able to locate the rebound.
You know, Jeff, maybe I take Kobe and put him down the low post for a while. Since his mobility is you can obviously see it's been affected. Maybe put him in the low post. See if he can draw double teams down there and get his other teammates shots by getting him in the post area.
Bryant had to reach for that. And backs his way on Mobley. Here's Samaki Walker. Hear the grumbling by this capacity crowd.
But they did run him into the low post right there, and he wound up getting his teammate a shot by drawing the double team.
And Walker should have made an extra pass to Rick Fox on the wing. Know who you are.
Here's Yao, and he is fouled. Yao Ming went to the line of the final seconds, hit the 2 free throws to tie the game. Samaki Walker just picked up his 5th foul. That's a non-shooting affair. Rudy Tomjanovich going with Glenn Rice, Yao Ming, Maurice Taylor up front. Here's Yao. Crowd looking for a traveling violation. Taylor rebounds. Rice for 3. Yes! The former Laker, Glenn Rice from downtown. Marking his second field goal. He has 5 points.
You can see the difference in his shot. From the short jumper he took a while ago, the 2-pointer, he got more arc on the ball. And that time he really got it up in the air. All of his early shots were flat shots. Let's face it, he's just come back from being on the injured list, so they were short. He's adjusted his shot.
Kobe taking it right at Yao and draws the foul.
And again, they don't double him this time for whatever reason. And Yao again is late coming over there to help out. He's got to be outside that restricted area and come earlier, and especially know that it's Kobe Bryant. You know he's looking to go one-on-one.
Rockets up by 2, 36 points for Bryant. Minutes gone by in the 5-minute overtime. Now getting position on Walker. Walker has 5 fouls. See the footwork by Yao Ming. Shot clock to 6. And Yao scores, and he's fouled out Samaki Walker.
You have to give him credit. He stayed with it, got to a spot on the floor where he eventually drop step back to the baseline. Take a middle, and then when you're ready and you feel him leaning heavy middle, drop step back to the baseline with the right leg, clears him with the arm, and then draws the contact and gets the foul in the basket. That's the 32nd time they've gone to Yao in the post area.
And what I'm also impressed with is Francis and Mobley, their 2 leading scorers the past couple years, taking a backseat tonight to Yao. Knowing that O'Neal's out, they're allowing him to be the focal point of the offense, and they're encouraging him and showing great confidence in his ability to deliver in the clutch.
Mark Matson has come on for Samaki Walker, who departs with just 2 points, 3 rebounds. Here's Fisher, rebounded by Yao Ming. 14 rebounds for Yao. Rockets up by 4. We're down to 2:20 to go in overtime. Quick move by Yao, and he's fouled. Well, apparently it's on Yao. He hooked Matson.
Matson came in, was going to be very physical. Yao, thinking that that's going to happen, catches and tries to go immediately with the drop step, and it's that right arm wrapping it around the back of the net that they call.
That's 4 fouls on Yao Ming. Bryant extends. Yes! And the foul! Number 5 on Yao. What an effort by Kobe Bryant.
Steve Francis went right to the officials, said he committed an offensive foul by wrapping his arm around me when he went to the basket. Kobe draws contact on the way down, concentrates, and finishes.
That's a great shot by Bryant, but that is no foul on Yao. He was straight up. Kobe Bryant initiated the contact. That's a bad call in a tight game.
3-point play completed by Bryant. The Lakers within 1, and Bryant with 40 points. They double up on Yao. Fisher for 3. Yes! A clutch bucket. I should say for Steve Francis, who has been struggling. Only his 3rd field goal. 3 of 15 from the floor.
Well, Fisher and Francis both start with letter F.
Good, thank you. Bryant. Rebounded by Mobley. He's trapped.
They have to get it across.
Francis does just bit deep. The 8-second backcourt violation. Shot clock to 5. Francis over Fisher. Try to force it up with the shot clock running down, and it's a violation.
That all started with the slow possession in the backcourt, then hurrying to get it over the half-court line, and they never really got into what they wanted to. When they finally called the play, it became scrambled. He tried to create on his own. Good defensive effort that time by the Lakers.
And as you can see, a Laker franchise record, at least 40 points in 6 consecutive games for Kobe Bryant, 8 of the past 10. It has been an extraordinary run by Kobe. Bryant able to penetrate and foul, so he'll shoot 2. Rockets up by 4, 51 seconds remaining in overtime.
You see little deviations in the offense that Phil Jackson has put in, allowing Kobe, because Shaq's not there to put the ball in his hands in the low post area, to give Kobe the ability to create, constantly stepping out the big people on the perimeter so that Kobe can play the 2-man game.
Kobe 6 for 6 at the line. He's 16 of 34 from the field. Also now 10 straight games of 35 points or more, so that is another Laker franchise record. He passes by Elgin Baylor in that department. A 2-point game, Rockets with the lead, and the ball 40 seconds remaining in OT. Oh, Yao threw it away.
Very unusual because he's such a skilled player. That time he got only one hand on it and threw it too high.
And he should have waited and let the cuts take place and then go to work like he did in the previous possession where the double team came on the dribble and then he made the pass to Francis for the 3.
Here's Bryant taking it right at Yao Ming. A late call, charging foul on Kobe Bryant.
You'll see that Kobe's got his head down. He's got a full head of steam right here. And now it's a matter of whether or not the defensive player gets outside the restricted area. It looks from that angle that the defensive player is inside the restricted area, that should have been a block call.
3rd foul on Bryant and a timeout taken.
Yellow pencils, yellow Post-it notes, yellow boxers, yellow boxers.
$14.
Land courier, air courier, pedicure, reader.
$137.
2 printers, 2 scanners, 2 tutus.
$540. Keeping business expenses separate from personal expenses. priceless.
Letterhead, cinnamon bread, envelope.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything business, there's MasterCard Business Card.
Yo, we getting eats?
What?
Eddie up!
That's not a lot of loot.
Watch me work.
Your meal, your choices with McDonald's Dollar Menu. Sandwiches, sides, desserts at a price you can handle. Just $1 each, every day, only at McDonald's. Got a buck? You're in luck.
Must be hungry.
Just a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Parfait, s'il vous plaît.
Say what?
It's French, dog. Don't worry about it.
29 and 8/10 seconds remaining in overtime. And the Rockets with a 2-point lead, a critical call right here just a moment ago.
We want to see if the rotation over, if the feet are outside the yellow line. Right there, if you stop it, this is the yellow line that we see in this area. Are the feet outside of it? Well, no. In the rotation over, Yao's feet do not get outside of it, so it's a block on that particular shot. That would have been Yao's 6th foul and out of the game.
And Bryant's going to line to shoot 2 to tie it, and they would get last shot because there's 29.8. So that call has a huge impact from Bryant not being able to tie it to Yao staying into the game to not having the last shot in case of a tie to win it.
Now coming into tonight's play, the Houston Rockets at 27 and 24 in the 8th and final playoff position. One game in front of the 26 and 25 Lakers, and the Rockets have been in a downslide recently. They dropped 4 of the last 5, 9 of 13. Lakers had won 7 straight and then lost 2 in a row, but the 7 straight got them back into the playoff picture. Len Rice inbound. Mark Matson went down, and a foul. Offensive foul on the Rockets. The Lakers will get it back. That's number 6 on Yao Ming.
Yao is trying to free himself up to step to the basketball and be a target. He's looking around saying, what happened? Matson right there trying to play defense, and Yao with the arm throws Matson down. Whether it's a good acting job on Matson's part or not, he still got the call. The Lakers get the possession back.
Yao did not realize that the foul was called on him. He remained on the floor, and the Rocket coaching staff was calling him over to the bench.
Again, I just don't like those calls where guys are leaning on him and then he just raises his arm and you can snap your head back, look like you've been, you know, physically abused, and no contact. That had no bearing on whether the ball got in. I just don't like those type of calls.
The next foul puts the Rockets in the penalty. Rockets up by 2. 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Kobe Bryant has tied it at 91. Houston calls for time.
Notice they went back into the low post with Kobe. The mobility is shot right now on Kobe's leg. Phil Jackson gets him in the low post, and he does not hesitate. He's going right away quickly to make sure that if it doesn't go in, there's still time left on the clock for them to do something at the other end of the floor. Quick foul, or perhaps get an offensive rebound.
And also, Houston was reluctant to double team on that possession because they didn't want to give up the open 3. They'd been doubling off the 4-man Ori all night. They decided now, stay at home, make him at least take a 2-point shot. At worst case scenario, it's a tie with the last shot. They didn't want to give up the 3.
44 points for Kobe Bryant. And it's been a classic performance by a guy who has been hitting his shots throughout the second half and then limping back down to the defensive end. He has been able to hang in. Kobe playing a lot of minutes here tonight. Tied the game just a moment ago at 91. 48 minutes on the floor for Kobe Bryant.
I would think that Phil Jackson's talking right now that somebody is going to be tested on his off-the-dribble defense. You're talking about either Steve Francis coming out there trying to beat somebody. You've got to talk about what you're going to do on pick-and-roll situations. You know that Glenn Rice is a spot-up shooter on the floor. But the one thing is they're not going through the post man that they've been going through. Yao, since he's fouled out of the game, and I doubt they're putting the ball in Cato's hands.
And remember, last time when Yao fouled out, they had trouble getting the ball inbound from side out of bounds. Now, they have to get the ball in, and they have to have a better way of getting it to the person they want it to catch. And remember, they can go in the backcourt.
The second most effective post-up guy has been Maurice Taylor for the Rockets, next to Yao.
Yao Ming fouled out with 24 points, 14 rebounds. Kobe Bryant with all 9 Laker points in this overtime. The Lakers do have a foul to give. The game is tied at 91. 19 7/10 seconds remaining in OT.
This is going to Steve Francis. That's who they want to have the ball. That's who they're going to try to have create. And like you said, that foul is very important. I think Fisher gave it up way too soon. There's no need to foul at that point. Let him try and beat you, run more time off the clock, and then foul him.
That's a bad play by an excellent defender. He could have used that in the last 5, 6, 7 seconds of regulation.
Now the next foul by the Lakers. That puts them in the penalty. Down to 10 seconds in overtime. Fisher digging in on Francis. Here's Francis. Gives it up. Mobley to the rim. We're headed to a second overtime. Rudy Tomjanovich upset. Looking for a foul call. Looking for a hack. Does not get it. And it is on to double overtime.
Mobley knows the shot clock's running down. He's got to create a shot here, and at the last second when he elevates, that's where Rudy T feels that there was contact made on the wrist.
And there may have been contact, but what I liked him to do right there is jump stop and shoot the pull-up, so there's no question if he was fouled or not.
The passage is intense, but if you complete the journey, you will find your destiny among the world's greatest warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
If you can't remember the last time you replaced the air filter in your car, then you need to get in the zone. AutoZone. You see, if you have a dirty air filter under your hood, then you're losing horsepower and killing your gas mileage. So do something about it today. Get to AutoZone right now and put a new air filter in your car. Get the horsepower back, get better gas mileage, and start saving money today.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Thursday night here on TNT, it's our exclusive NBA doubleheader. The Pacers at the Nets. And out west, it's the Kings hosting the Celtics. All the coverage getting underway 7 o'clock Eastern time. We head to a second overtime. Yao Ming is fouled out. A solid effort for Yao. Although the Lakers did not have Shaquille O'Neal tonight, sidelined for the second straight game because of the sore left knee, the sore right big toe. Kobe Bryant able to hang in despite a knee problem. 44 and counting for Kobe. Scored all 9 Laker points in the overtime. Steve Francis has struggled. Did hit a big shot down the stretch. 3 for 16. 12 points for Francis. This the first double overtime of the year for both teams. The 3 attempted, and Cato with the tip to give the Rockets a 93-91 lead.
Maybe Cato got a little inspiration from watching Yao the entire game, sitting over there watching how well Yao played tonight. He comes right in and makes a huge contribution. First thing he did was get the tip to start off this extra period, and then tips that one in.
Bryant draws the foul. Kobe moving a little better here as this game continues, spinning, and took the hit, so he'll go to the line. Cuttino Mobley called for his 5th foul.
Kobe creating that opportunity for himself on the reverse dribble right there. Mobley just couldn't stay with him, loses his footing, and gives Kobe a clean look. Unfortunately, Kobe was off balance as well as he shot the jumper.
Bryant 7 for 7 at the line. Kobe's season high, the 51 against Denver. That was accomplished in 31 minutes. He's headed in that direction. That is point number 46.
In today's NBA, where scores are so much lower, much more difficult because of more sophisticated defenses, to do what he's done over the last 10 games is truly one of the most remarkable feats of the last couple of years in the NBA.
Well, he has passed by Elgin Baylor, who held the Lakers franchise record in terms of 35 or more. Taylor stopped, and back comes Bryant. Nice pass. Ori to Matson. Mark Matson has played well. 9 points, and he's given the Lakers a 95-93 lead.
Taking advantage of the transition opportunity. They haven't had many of them, but that was a huge one that time by the Lakers.
Mobley stopped by Matson, deflected out by Matson.
The teamwork Kobe's looking for, but instead the skip pass across to Ori, who knows right where Matson is, and Matson leaves no doubt about it by dunking it.
13 on the shot clock. Coming up on 3.5 remaining in this second overtime. Mobley is fouled. Mobley fouled in the act. So that's number 4 on Bryant, and Cuttino Mobley to the line. He's 4 for 6 at the line.
That was a good out-of-bounds play because it put your quickest first-step player in Cuttino Mobley being guarded by Kobe Bryant, who's struggling physically, laterally. He went by and he drew the foul and got himself to the line.
Mobley, an 85% free throw shooter.
In the first overtime for Houston, Steve Francis had 3 points, Yao had 3 points, and Glenn Rice had 3 points. For the Lakers, Kobe had 9 points. That's it.
Lakers up by 1. Fisher. And Mobley with the rebound. Rice, Taylor, and Cato up front. Mobley and Francis in the backcourt. Taylor had it knocked away, last touched by the Lakers. And the Rockets have 11 on the 24. Marv Albert with the czar, Mike Fratello, Jeff Van Gundy, Craig Sager, Cheryl Miller. A TNT Tuesday night special. This was supposed to be Shaq against Yao. Shaq sidelined by injury. That's an offensive foul. But it has turned into a terrific game. Foul committed by Taylor. That's his 3rd.
From our angle here, I could not see this. Maybe we'll show the screen of moving into the defensive man, but it was tough from up here, this angle, to see that that would be an offensive foul at this point in the game.
Bryant with the fake. What a move by Kobe Bryant. The Lakers up by 3. The Rockets want to talk it over. Kobe Bryant with 48 points.
You mentioned Kobe seems to be feeling better, or his leg looks better. Well, by that move, it certainly does look like Kobe's getting the second win in this second overtime period.
Hey.
Just went to Circuit City. Pretty big, huh?
Yeah, it's big, but...
But what?
Well, there's just a little extra space all the way around.
Well, we could always go bigger.
We can go bigger.
You can bring it back. We welcome returns and exchanges with no surprise charges like restocking fees. Circuit City, we're with you.
Honey, it's big enough.
I can still see the light.
I've got you under my skin. I have got you deep in the heart of me. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin.
in the second overtime with the Lakers leading 97-94. The ball goes into Kobe Bryant in the low post area down here. Watch what happens when Bryant catches the basketball in the low post area. The feed pass comes. Now stop it right there. The man that they're worried about coming is Glenn Rice, the defensive guy who's going to double team him. So what does Kobe do? Kobe looks middle to draw Glenn Rice and then immediately makes his move to the baseline away from the double team so that Rice can't get to him. Look middle, set it up, and then go away from the double team. Cato never gets over there in time to protect the front of the rim. That should have been Cato, the next man coming on the baseline to protect the basket.
And look at these numbers. 10 straight games of 35 points or more, so that breaks the record, the franchise record held by Elgin Baylor. He's an elite company. Wilt Chamberlain had 33 straight, and Michael Jordan with 10 straight, so he has tied Michael, and he has made it at least 40 points in 6 consecutive, 8 of the past 10. Maxson with the rebound.
That was a great play at a timeout. One of their favorite pick and rolls is they don't get back in transition and Fisher finishes it.
And the foul.
They ran a great pick and roll, Houston did. Got the shot they wanted. Francis misses it, and then they have no conversion back in transition.
Well, Francis went up on the other side of the rim, missed the lefty layup. He's on the ground right now, and Fisher realizes that he's not back in the play. Fisher just heads right for the opening and winds up making the layup, scores it, and goes to the foul line.
11 points for Derek Fisher. He's opened up a 6-point lead. We're in double overtime. The Lakers 100, the Rockets 94. Open shot for Taylor. And Yao Ming fouled out late in the first overtime.
See if this is their 4-pass offense that Phil Jackson just called up. He wants 4 touches of the basketball. We see 1, we see 2. There's number 3. This will be the 4th touch. That gets some ball movement, it gets some body movement so that one guy's just standing isolated with the basketball.
Shot clock to 7. Bryant stumbled. Fisher. Yes! And Derek Fisher has come up big in the second overtime.
And as long as that 4th pass is to Kobe Bryant where he can try to create a play, then that's good offense. And as he got it on the wing, he drove it, kicked it to Fisher, and Fisher knocked it down to put him up 8.
So you can call it 5 pass, 6 pass, as long as Kobe touches it on that 5th or 6th pass.
When you need a cup of some sugar ramen.
Shook up ramen?
Yeah, soup.
Freeze. A call to the library could help her out. Good thing T-Mobile lets her call whenever she wants. Go.
Says here, pour some sugar on me. I'm hot, sticky, sweet.
The most whenever minutes, unlimited weekends, only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
Well, we're coming up on 10:45 here on the West Coast, back east. John, 1:45, just testing. And we appreciate those of you who have stayed with us. Thanks to our producer, Scooter Bertino, our director, Renardo Lowe.
I mean, you didn't give me a chance to answer. You asked me a question, you just like roll over the top of it.
Well, first of all, it's not a difficult question. Either you know it's a 3-hour time difference or you don't. How much time do you need to know 10:45, 1:45?
Jack is trying to figure it out. He's adding on his fingers.
Kelvin Cato tipped in that field goal at the start of the second overtime. Since then, the Rockets have not scored. They're down by 8, 1:49 to go. And Glenn Rice could not find anyone. He's forced to use a timeout, avoiding the 5-second violation.
There's one of those situations we talked about earlier where the defense comes out and really pressures and doesn't concede the pass inbounds, and you wind up getting them to use up another timeout.
They have really struggled to get the ball in from side out of bounds. It led to Yao Ming's 6th foul when they were up 2, and it would have been a free throw shooting contest. And now here, critically down 8, they need to hoard those timeouts as much as they can.
You know, Jeff, after the double overtime play, it would really be difficult to come back and, like for us, to do another game tomorrow night. Our voices need some rest.
What are we saying here?
Just wanting will be difficult to go back to back to back again on Thursday night, because we'll be in Sacramento on Thursday night. That would be tough to have a game tomorrow night.
Well, I do have a game elsewhere tomorrow night, but you have talked so much that I feel fresh. No problem.
You're going to miss the van ride up to Sacramento that we're taking.
Lakers by 8, 1:45 remaining in this second overtime. Mobley for 3. And Fox on the loose ball is fouled by Francis.
You need to understand how much time is left in the game and that you're only 8 points down. You don't have to come out and fire a 3-point shot up. Get a good shot, get a 2-pointer, then it's only a 6-point game with 1:35, 1:40 seconds to go. So time and score and understanding exactly how much time is left is really important.
Next foul by the Rockets will put them over the limit. Fisher able to get it across as we come up on 1.5 minutes to go in the second overtime. The Lakers can hang on. They move into a tie for the 8th and final playoff spot with the Rockets. Using the clock. Out of 5. Ori for 3. Rebounded by Cato. Now the Rockets need a quick shot. Francis. And he is fouled.
You saw Fisher foul him right away as he was turning the corner on him. And this is why earlier when they took the hurried 3-point shot, if you're patient and attack the basket, you can get to the foul line and pick up points. You see Fisher foul him right there. He doesn't want to let him go. Fisher's trying to say that it's on the outside. I don't know what his point is.
His point, I think, is they had a foul to give, and he tried to give it right there on the perimeter. And he thought he fouled way before Francis was in the act of shooting.
You know what, I have to agree. I think he fouled him when he was coming off the dribble.
I did too. I mean, if the foul was on Fisher, he fouled way before it was the act of shooting. If it was on one of the big guys, then obviously that was in the act, but he called it on Fisher.
Next foul puts the Lakers in the penalty. 6-point game. Lakers with the lead. 1:06 remaining in this second overtime. Some pressure by the Rockets. Lakers have no problem. Now to 1 minute to go. And again, the Lakers using the clock. Well, Kobe fires it up and hits. They were using the clock. 50 points for Kobe Bryant. Rice for 3. Here comes Bryant, and he is fouled. The Rockets over the limit. So Kobe will go to the line. So for Kobe Bryant, his second 50-point game of the season, had the 51 against the Denver Nuggets.
I think this is right when you were saying that Kobe is using the clock. Isn't it right about there as he buries it for his 50th point?
53 minutes for Kobe Bryant. That is now 51 points along with 7 assists, 8 rebounds. And Kobe is hearing the chant of MVP. For Kobe Bryant. That is a season high, his career high, 56. Timeout called with 41 seconds remaining in the second overtime.
chili, it's the baby back ribs. It's the this baby back ribs. It's the chili, it's the baby back ribs. This baby back.
Mesquite smoked, boldly seasoned, moist and tender. Chili's.
Baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
Now available. The Ultimate Athletes will take you on the ultimate ride at the X Games with ESPN's Ultimate X DVD featuring all new bone-crushing extras, including up-close profiles, trick breakouts, and medal moments.
The only degree I have is anger management.
ESPN's Ultimate X.
This guy's crazy.
Featuring music like P.O.D., Incubus, Third Strike, Pennywise, and OPM.
Hardcore.
Own it today on DVD and video. Rated PG.
Well, Kobe Bryant sat for 3 minutes in the second quarter, 1 minute in the fourth, so that provided him with the proper rest. And Kobe Bryant with another remarkable outing. 52 points for Bryant.
Marv, I think the drama is for tomorrow night. Will Kobe play in tomorrow night's game with his leg the way it is right now, playing the minutes that he's played tonight, the energy that he's had to use to keep his team in the game and up now?
Tomorrow night, Lakers play the Jazz at Salt Lake City. Shaquille O'Neal is sidelined, will be sidelined once again off the steal. Lakers look to use the clock. The word is that Shaq will not make the trip to Utah after sitting out tonight, a second straight game that he's been sidelined. And this crowd on its feet, they'd like to see Kobe wrap it here. Fires for three. Kobe Bryant with 17 of his 52 in the 2 overtimes. We're down to 10 seconds. Francis for three. 106-99. As Bryant goes to the front court and dribbles it out. Standing ovation here at Staples for the Lakers, who go to 27 and 25, and they have tied the Houston Rockets for that 8th and final playoff spot, and still alive in terms of the season series if it does come down to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is going to be very important now how Houston handles this loss. For the Lakers, it should give them some momentum right now. Tomorrow night will be a very difficult game for them. Obviously, with Shaq not going, with Kobe playing the minutes, he did struggle with his leg. But they got a huge win at home here. They get 1 win against the Houston Rockets, so Houston leads the series 2-1. But I'm concerned with Houston's mental frame of mind. This was an excellent basketball game. We saw some great individual performances. How does Houston recover from this loss?
And Kobe ends up playing 54 minutes, and he's alongside our Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Kobe double overtime, 52 points. This was a big win on a lot of different levels.
No, it was a big game for us. It was important that we came out and played hard. And, you know, we had everybody play well tonight. Mark Maxson came in and just played terrific basketball for us and, you know, helped turn things around.
From the fourth quarter on, at times it just seemed like you were dragging that right leg. How's the knee feeling? You said you're in a lot of pain right now.
It's hurting so bad right now. I couldn't get around screens, couldn't really cut, but it was a big game for us. So it's important on my jump shots just to elevate, try to suck up the pain and, you know, deal with it tomorrow.
Well, you got a game tomorrow against Utah. You think you'll be able to go?
Yeah, man, you know, I just play through the pain. You know, we'll just deal with tomorrow. When tomorrow gets here, we'll do the treatment tonight, do treatment all day tomorrow, and, you know, try to get ready for Utah.
All right, get some rest. Thanks a lot, Kobe. Listen, back to you, Marv.
Thank you, Cheryl. It is a season high for Kobe Bryant, 1 shy of the NBA season high that was established here Sunday night by Allen Houston of the Knicks. Yao Ming led the Rockets with 24 points and 14 rebounds before fouling out in the first overtime. It was a thriller here at Staples. We did not get the matchup that was on the table, Shaquille O'Neal and Yao Ming, because Shaq was sidelined again by the knee and toe injury. But we go 2 overtimes, and the Lakers with a 106-99 victory. So that wraps it up for the Czar, Mike Fratello, Jeff Van Gundy, Craig Sager, and Cheryl Miller. This is Marv Albert saying good night from Staples Center. TNT is your destination for the 2003 NBA playoffs. and exclusive home of the Western Conference Finals. Late studio duty for the guys back in Atlanta. Let's send it to Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley for Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Good night, everybody.